single one of the Chaos streams. How did they end up doing at the end
Check
there?
out the Chaos score.
Let's see how that. Ooh.
How's it doing on the
I don't think you
standings?
want to see it.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're 1-9.
Oh no, no.
They are
no.
1-9.
1-9. How's TNC?
I think that means they're out, doesn't it?
Oh no, no, no. Maybe, probably.
I think that might
What's
actually
TNC's?
TNC 6-6.
6-6.
This is still pretty
not
important for
bad.
TNC.
Yeah, well, in terms of making it to the upper bracket, you're right.
Also, just like breaking the chance of chances of tiebreakers, which is looking pretty likely in. It could actually happen in both groups still, potentially. But yeah, NIP and Chaos both are 1-9 right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the I'm not sure if that's the exact break point, but I think it is, because the other teams are what 3-7 on the other sides, VP as well as Liquid.
Probably not a great position to be in. I mean, I'm no statistician.
I'm not exactly positive, but if anything, Chaos needs these 2 wins.
They need these wins.
There you go.
But TNC, they're going to be a tough opponent to go through. They just come off. They first pick Bounty.
Wait, let me look at one thing
1
here.
and 10.
They're
Now,
1 and 9.
maybe the Bounty's good. Maybe it's good. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. First pick Bounty fogged. Does that look like a winning team to you?
I don't think Bounty Hunter's been picked yet.
Oh.
I'm looking through right now.
Is that because it's been banned every game because it's super OP and everyone wants to play it?
No, it's just not a good hero.
Okay, okay.
Bounty Hunter's not a very good hero. However, it used to be one of the solutions to Chen. Let's go for that, right? So let's give them a little bit of benefit out.
Chen's kind of different nowadays.
It is played totally different now.
Different nowadays.
This is an old school hero for Misery though that he loves to play, right?
Okay.
So that could be a possibility.
Well, let's see.
But yeah, picking Bounty Opener is still very bizarre. Let's just
Yeah.
be straightforward. We have not seen Bounty Hunter picked in any roles for a reason. Chaos opening up with it right now.
Maybe it's going to win. Maybe this is sort of Chaos taking a page out of the TNC book earlier. They had a draft that didn't look great, but they crushed it because it was heroes they love. This is maybe the plan from Chaos this game. They're like, oh, let's just pick the heroes we love.
I mean, it really might be like that because I know Misery loves Bounty Hunter, Milan loves Phoenix, right? So right away we have these two set up here.
The heroes they love. Maybe love will do it. Love will win them the game. We'll find out.
I'm gonna find something out really quick.
See how many games Misery's got on Bounty on his Dota buff? Is that what you're checking? Or?
Well, I'm gonna see if they are also. Since we don't know exactly, I'm gonna quickly shoot a quick message over to Nahaz just so we can know if they are.
Let's get him in.
If they are
Alan
in or not.
Alan. He's probably around there. He probably can hear me.
I think he's actually on the other stream at the moment right now, so I'm not gonna bug
he
him.
is. Sorry, Alan.
Sorry, Alan.
Sorry.
So we will see. But yeah, Chaos. Let's see what else they go for because we can tell they're already going for something out of the box.
Yeah. And TNC, Ogre picked it first in the first 2 series. Now they picked it second.
And they love
it.
And they love their Chen.
Cuckoo, whoever wants to play it.
Yeah, and AU, he's a big fan of the Chen. It's been banned against them quite a lot of the times, and they are still looking to first pick it. I think Secret banned it both games that they played versus TNC, right? Or maybe, yeah, I think they banned it both games versus TNC that they were playing. Because AU, this is one of his favorite heroes that he's played.
Yeah, it must have been banned. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yep. Okay.
TNC banning out a bit of the cheese, banning out the brood.
Yep. So we see Chaos also covering their Phoenix. They ban out the Lina.
Maybe they want to ban some of the other Matu heroes, ban the Lone Druid. There's quite a common ban against Chaos.
Yeah. Definitely a possibility.
I don't know, is there any other sort of game-winning heroes that Matu could find himself on? Brood, Lone Druid, anything else that we've seen him just be devastating on?
I liked when they were playing the qualifiers when he was playing the Dazzle as well as the Dragonite. It seemed to work really well for the team. Yeah, it seemed to work really nicely. They worked really well around it was the big thing because I saw them doing a bunch of I mean people like to call it cheese pushes and stuff, but they used a lot of these like early push timings and they would just abuse that. So that seemed to work really the best for them there. Especially the way that they played through at the end of the EU qualifiers, they kind of just like steamrolled over some teams. But here we see the Void banned out from TNC, that Phoenix and Void combo, one of the classics, of course. OG, one of the ones to bring that one out quite a few years ago in the Manila Major.
5 seconds remaining.
What do they want to ban from TNC? TNC's shown us a lot of hot stuff over the qualifiers earlier today. What do we have really popping off? Gabby Lifestealer was pretty good.
On TA.
And especially as a hero that sort of got punished in the laning stage and made a comeback. So I feel like, TA as well. Yeah, TA and Lifestealer, it's sort of those two heroes that turned around a bit of a bad laning stage, and I think it's those sort of heroes you've got to be really worried about as an opponent in their Lifestealer.
Yeah,
Gabby's Lifestealer early was...
I think just cover the Phoenix. I think that's what, that's what I'm saying
that
right
as
there.
well.
Yeah, I think now we might see TNC go back for the Jug. Definitely a possibility since they have the Chen. Healing Ward plus Chen is amazing.
Play the Shaker.
Just gonna go for the Shaker. So
Shaker for Kezu, right? It's gonna be Milan.
I mean, I don't know who's playing the,
Misery
bounty, so I'm assuming it's Misery.
It's got to be Misery. He said it's his
It's
hero.
yeah.
He's the captain. He's like, I want to play bounty hunter. I'm going to pick it first.
Yeah. So yeah, probably Kezu on the Shaker here. Not gonna go for the Mars, which we've been waiting for the Mars Phoenix combo for quite a while, especially.
Yeah, what happened to the Mars?
Kezu Mars in particular, right?
It kind of got them through the EU qualifiers. They were winning loads of games with the Mars, and now they're. I mean, I haven't watched all the Chaos' game here, so maybe they picked Mars and lost with it.
I don't think they did actually. I think I just glanced at their
they've not been bringing Mars to the main event.
I don't believe
they
picked it. Well, no? I don't think it was picked or. Oh no, they did pick. They first picked. They first picked Mars Phoenix in one of their games.
Oh. Maybe they just got disheartened because they lost the game and they were like, well, we don't like that. TNC. It will be the Sven. A bit of an interesting one, right, the Sven, because that is a hero that can get bullied in lane by a Phoenix, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's also a hero that doesn't really care at all about Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
And this is a group up. I'm already seeing some group up coming out from TNC, especially whenever you see Bounty Hunter. It's always been, guys, this hero doesn't provide anything inside of team fights. If you group up, the hero is kind of useless a lot of the times.
And a good bloodlust target.
Yeah. Great bloodlust target, and it leaves them open, at least to not knowing where the ogre is still. So they're saving Tim's position if this is a Tim's ogre or if it's a Cuckoo ogre still, right? So at least that's what picking the carry here does for you. And
that BKB builder that doesn't give a hoot about those three heroes that picked so far will be the lone druid for Matumba Man.
Yep.
As expected, seeing as it was left in, TNC opting to ban VT Faded's Void instead. So Matsu's on his comfort hero. We've got a lot of comfort heroes,
That's
right?
What I'm seeing right now for Chaos.
Kezu Shaker, Milan Phoenix, Misery Bounty, Matsu Lone Druid. All the boys coming together. But is it going to be enough to take down TNC? Just make the overall draft a little bit all over the place, but they've got the heroes they're strong on.
Well, I mean, it's just because the Bounty Hunter. If you show just the other three, it looks pretty decent. Lone Druid protecting the bear, right? Protecting the egg as first Phoenix. You have Savage Roar. It's actually it's a combo I've definitely seen a couple times. The Earthshaker Phoenix and Lone Druid thrown in as well. So
at least until the Sven has his BKB, and then BKB hitting the egg, and nothing can really be done. TNC's fourth pick will possibly reveal indeed if it's going to be a Tim's ogre or a Cuckoo ogre. Maybe they just pick their mid lane. To be fair, they know that Matthew's playing the Lone Druid, so they could just pick their mid here and leave this whole Tim's Cuckoo thing to be revealed with the last pick.
Yeah, which one's it going to be? They could look for something. I mean, they could just still pick something like a Medusa.
What's a good mid against Lone Druid?
I mean, I feel like it doesn't matter just about them. I think they could just pick like Medusa, and there's like Chaos is really not really that strong versus. But actually, Deuce's fan is not my favorite either. But
look at the Cuckoo Bat.
Okay.
Cuckoo Bat's out. Had a great game. Did have some game-winning plays in the series early against Secret.
Good heroes versus the Lone Druid. The best one that I saw was the Meepo. That was the one that was absolutely dominant versus Lone Druid. He just
does Armel play Meepo?
I don't think he does.
I feel like a lot of the SEA players are very good at Meepo. Yeah. I think would not be surprised if Armel does.
I think he could still just be looking at TA.
Sure.
Yeah. 5 seconds remaining. I'm trying to think what other ones would be just sticking out. Because like Lone Druid, he used to have like the straight up ones that were pretty good versus him, like the Queen of Pain or like the Razor. Sorry, I didn't mean Queen. Because you could just like link the bear, but I think all the Lone Druid players now know about the trick where you save leveling up your bear so that you can break the link and stuff like that. So especially a player like Matumba Man. So overall, Lone Druid, he's pretty good versus most heroes in that mid lane. No,
banning the Timber.
Maybe afraid.
That's a bit surprising. I mean,
afraid of that group up. I don't think they probably wouldn't have enough damage to deal with the Timber. With the Chen, right? Reactive armor plus Divine Favor. That HP regen through the roof. Hero that they do like to play quite a bit too.
Final bound from TNC. Still looking for VT Faded's hero on Chaos. So more than likely to take another one of his carries away. What else have we seen Faded do well? We saw him do well on the PL a lot of times.
The PL and Slark. Yeah, I think Slark is the more obvious one versus the Bat Rider, right? But I think the PL is probably the one that's standing up. But there's a Sven, so it's like, ooh, you're put off from picking the PL versus that. But it's good versus the Bat Rider in the lane. So what else could VT Faded like?
So what are we going to get for mid? What's the play for Armel?
TA looks solid.
10 seconds remaining.
Do you want a tiny against the Lone Druid, or is there too many issues down the line playing against Phoenix?
It's okay. It's not. Yeah, it's not good versus Phoenix. What about DK? They could just pick up a group lineup and with the
DK,
Chen, right?
Armel did used to play a lot of it.
It's just the TA. Okay. So we were throwing out a couple, but that's what we kind of expected.
Yeah, he had a great game with it earlier.
Yep. It gives them the rush potential, works well with their lineup, double bloodlusted heroes, and also they can just go around and get that rush really easily because of the TA. So Chaos.
Oh, it's going to be the Weaver.
It's going to be the Weaver for
the
VT
carry
Faded.
Weaver in for Faded.
So that's actually really nice versus the Bat Rider too, right? And it's not going to have to get countered straight up by the Sven like the PL would have. And it's, Milan Shaker, Kezu, Phoenix. Okay, so that was a little bit one that I thought it was going to be the other way.
That's a bit of a surprising switch around.
Yeah.
Kezu on the core Phoenix, not really. I mean, core Phoenix. What do we think of the core Phoenix?
Prioritizing levels on the Phoenix, we've seen teams do it a lot.
Okay.
I'm fine with this hero in either the 3-4 role. It's a good hero. I used to see Pasha do it a lot in that 3 position, and he used to be really dominant. I think we actually saw it recently. What wasn't it Epicenter that we saw? I think we saw an Epicenter 3 position Phoenix that popped off. I think I'm remembering that, but could be wrong. Could have been a little bit before that.
Well, let's have a look. Let's see if Chaos can they get one of those wins they've been desperately hunting for, or a TNC going to shoot them down.
I'm more curious, like, what's Misery gonna do in this game? I guess maybe with that versus that Chen, he's really just like, okay, the bounty's good. I didn't expect the bounty because we haven't seen it picked. I think that might be. I'm gonna go through and look. That might be the first bounty hunter pick of the tournament. So. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's have a see. They do. I mean, do you think Chaos gonna have enough control? They only really have the Shaker that's going to be stunning people.
They really do only have that Shaker.
You know, Matusho is going to hope for the roots. Everyone else just going to be trying to run at people. Whereas on TNC, you've got the lasso, the stun from Gabby, Tim's. Feels like the sort of the early game movements, the catch. It's going to be a little lacking maybe for Chaos, but.
All depending on what Misery can do. Maybe Misery just snipes some couriers and changes the whole entire game outcome. Eyes on Misery for this early game, seeing what he can make happen with this bounty hunter. Yep, like we said, bounty hunter, not picked really, if at all.
Now let's see. Teams themselves ready. Chaos, they've had a rough run so far here in the group stage. Maybe this is the beginning of the turnaround. Maybe. And against TNC, it is not going to be easy. Shaker, let's have a look at some of his stats. Yeah, he's got a hefty amount of games on it. 6 wins in a row as Shaker. It's always a nice one to see before you pop in the game.
Yep. Yeah, I think they have to win like the rest of their games and hope that I think VP loses a couple too. So yeah, Chaos. Bringing it forward here, so this has to be something that they've practiced here versus the Chen, right? If they first pick the bounty hunter versus the Chen,
right?
it's got to be something that Misery
that's why they're picking
also
it.
like. I know Misery really likes the hero, but it has to be something that they've played before versus the Chen if he's just going to open up with that when they still have some hopes in this tournament here. Let me see, of course.
Let's shake things
some friendly banter coming in between the two teams, VT Faded, as well as the TNC lads. So yeah, right away we see that Shadow Walk is skilled up. He's going to give some information to his team, maybe get some deep wards down just to see and scout stuff. But this, I think he's going to look for a courier snipe.
Oh, it really is a classic Misery Bounty Hunter. See if it still holds up in this day and age of Dota 2.
They're scouting a lot, right? They have the Bear scouting, they have the Misery Bounty Hunter scouting as well, so they have all the information in the world around where the lanes are going to be positioned. So VT Faded, once he gets that info, looks like he's going to be making his way toward bottom, so because he doesn't want to be just playing against the tri-lane. Because if they put a sentry down and they have Sven and Ogre, you're going to just get stunned and you can potentially die very easily as VT Faded. So they're sending Kezu up toward top, and they want him to be laning down bottom versus the Bat Rider. Cuckoo is still set up toward top, though.
The battle begins.
But they're probably expecting, because they saw the Sven, that the Sven is top. So they really want that Weaver versus Bat Rider matchup in particular.
Misery unable to grab that rune away. Gabby will still be the one to pick it up.
2 for 2.
The mid lane matchup, Armel. Let's see how much he can get out of the lane against the lone druid. He's
so other thing that
strong TA.
Other thing they can do right now is the Divine Favor gets skilled, and they're going to bring the Sven bottom. So Sven has the TP saved, so he can make the move up toward top if he wants to, but now he's in the lane that he wants to be. He's laned versus the Weaver. This is not where VT Faded wants to be. So what's VT Faded going to do? He wants to be laned versus
What is he?
Bat.
What is he going to do? What is he going to do?
Try to farm down here. It's going to be really hard for him, though. Top, Cuckoo. He's getting pressured a lot here, though.
Good body blocks here from Milan.
Okay, Misery with the Orb of Venom. They're giving him the rundown. That Orb of Venom slow. He's got him bloodlusted. Some extra movement speed. Milan just continuing to block. He has another fissure in 1 second. This should just be a kill here on Cuckoo. Just about one more hit. Nope, he's actually gonna survive. Oh, man.
The three of Chaos unable to run him down.
I think they pushed him off the waves, though, so which means that Kezu's gonna be able to get every single one of those last hits.
And Matu, he's won a fair few games in his time on the old lone druid. See if this is going to be the magic that they need to carry them through this game for Chaos. Armel,
nice block there by
tough
Milan.
by the Fisher. He has still got a refraction to rely on. And we'll pop it as the fish comes up.
He's getting ready to pop the fairy fire. He's just dead.
He is dead.
That was beautiful there by Milan.
Yeah, that's your first blood. Matu getting that. It was even there was an Orb of Venom kill. Yeah, it was the Orb of Venom tick that did it. Kills that hurt.
Misery contesting here. Weaver. See faded. He is able to get a couple last hits, but yeah, versus the Sven, very tough as the sentry was placed in the lane preemptively right away when they saw that Weaver was there.
It's double damage as well, spawning down bottom. So he's able to get a hold of that. Help swing the lane of theirs even more in their favor.
Looks like Milan is trying to pull the wave up toward top to make sure that Kezu is still getting something up there, as I see they were pulling the side camp a couple times here on TNC up top. So Milan wants to make sure they can still get that XP. Tims will make it a little harder though, as he's going to chase him down. Give him some nice harassment with that bloodlust and right clicks. Oh my god, he's actually just hitting both of them. He's hitting both of them.
It's just running them down.
Level 2 Ogre. He doesn't care. 2 of you? 1 of me. Well, 2 of him, right?
Wow.
He's got 2 heads.
2 heads are better than 2 bodies with 2 heads.
Guess so. I mean, look at this. He's just contesting both of them here. That's because he will be able to secure himself some last hits.
CS in the mid lane. Still pretty even, Matu.
Yeah.
Slightly with the denies.
I think it's a pretty even matchup. I think once the TA starts getting more points in the fraction, of course, it becomes a lot easier for Armel.
This bottom lane Gabby just continue to have the sizable lead in that favourable lane. Weaver will struggle for the early CS against that very reliant melee right click of Sven.
How's Matu's levels? How much level is he over the TA actually? Because when he hits level 5, maybe he can actually pose a kill threat onto Armel here.
Now, I won't be surprised if he tries,
right?
Especially if they're
able
to
too far pushed up, they could look to set up for it.
If they sort of add in a rotation from Milan,
yeah,
with a good Fisher once more, they've definitely got a kill potential in that middle lane.
Yeah, if he's able to get a couple of those roots.
Definitely the fact that this Sven is getting free farm is a bit of a worry for Chaos.
Yeah.
Gabby getting a beautiful lane to start with.
Checking both runes, we see Chaos. They get a haste rune. Misery's
This
also
could
going
be
to
the
rotate
Fisher
toward mid.
setup.
They want this. Ooh.
It's already up on the high ground though, Armel, and the Fisher block is not the block that they want. Armel on the right side of it from his perspective, the wrong side of it from Chaos's. He'll be fine for now. There's going to be more attention thrown towards mid, and here's that
level
dive.
5, yeah, he's known for the dive here. Misery's here too. The root comes out.
There's going to be a TP in from Tims. Tims keep Armel safe. Tims, he's going to focus towards Matu. Armel trying to run his way away from the bear. There's another Fisher out. Armel's falling low. They'll get the kill. They're able to get one. They can maybe try for Tims too. He's blocked up still by the remainder of that Fisher. He's still pretty tanky. But Chaos, 3 heroes chasing down the Ogre. Milan doing his best to body block him off. Another root comes in. Chaos. They'll get both kills in the middle.
Bounty runes coming up now too, so the supports are probably going to reset and go look for those. But yeah, well worth it. Nice rotations coming in from the 2 of them to put that pressure on as the bear exactly as he hits 5. So nicely done. It looks like it's a 2-for-2 exchange.
3-0 lead for Chaos, but the way the CS is going down bottom, the net worth stays pretty much even. Back of these first 5 minutes, Faded just still struggling to find anything close to the amount of farm that Gabby's getting.
Yeah, still able to get some stuff right. It's not like he's getting totally shut down when he's playing versus the Sven lane. Like we thought he was just gonna switch up toward the Bat Rider, but when you're playing versus Chen, switching lanes is just problematic. Sure, you use the Divine Favor right at the start, but yeah, the TP switching can make things difficult. Stop Cuckoo. This will be the next target as they commit forward. 3 heroes. Got Milan here too.
Should have a good shot at this with a Fisher being lined up onto the 2 of them. Cuckoo will fall. TNC again.
Tims also
losing kills to these rotations from Milan and his Shaker mid lane. The root's out, but AU is here this time to help him out. To Matu won't be able to dive any further. Armel's safe.
Chaos, though, putting the pressure on the lanes here at this start. Immediately, too. They TP back toward top with the Batrider. Chaos is still set up here with Milan as well as Misery.
I've got the creep wave coming in towards their tower, though, so in a much less vulnerable position than before.
Yeah. Misery and Milan are they're playing like 3 solo lanes, it seems, on Chaos. And they're just having their 2 supports just literally run around the map, try to match the Chen, and just make plays on the map, just mess up the idea that TNC has that they want to be playing around. And, Milan walks up to the high ground there.
He has got Matu coming to help him.
Yep.
So
Misery.
TNC unable to chase the Fisher from Milan. Sets up onto AU, gets the Baron on top of him, and between the two of them, Chaos, they'll get the kill. Another one for Matu, now on a killing spree on his mid-lone Druid.
All right.
Getting a lot of kills and action going the way of this Matu and his bear.
The bounty hunters working in the early game. It's 7 minutes in. They've got these 5 kills. Just like we said, the 3 solo lanes while the 2 just run around trying to make and wreak havoc onto TNC. Not too bad. The one thing is that they're not putting pressure on Gabby, right? Gabby's still free farming. Armel, even though they've killed him the 2 times, he's still able to get that catch up, of course, as he's a TA.
And top.
The jungle, but top. Do they have enough this time? They do.
Once again, Chaos, Misery and Milan getting the work done.
And people said duo roaming was dead.
Towards mid, Matu.
Around Matu.
Trying for a poke on Tims, but a little too hard to do with Armel being around and Tims being as tanky of an ogre as he is early game.
I mean, it's absolutely working, and they could even look to bring Kezu into some of these aggressive plays now, too. He's level 6, about to be level 7, and he's a pretty damn good hero versus Armel, versus that TA. He could look to set up for some dives in mid. Milan this time will be the one to go down.
Yeah, they'll put an end to his roaming.
Yeah. Emphasizing super heavily now on the rotations. If you see the wards right now placed by TNC. 2 river wards, and now they even place like an extra kind of river ward as well. Just they know the way the cast is playing is they're just running across the map looking for kills. So if you put down an Obs and a Sentry on these 2 locations, you're going to see every single time where Misery's moving. So you don't play against support Bounty Hunter too much anymore, but one of the old things that people used to do is you entrance of your jungles and rivers with a ward and a Sentry, and you can tell every time the Bounty is setting up for stuff. So they saw the Bounty walking through that bottom side there with their wards, and they're pinging out their courier, actually making sure it doesn't get killed.
Misery knows that Gabby's low, but Gabby, he's out of the bottom lane.
Bye-bye. As he's going to farm up here. Does he have any stacks set up? I think they've all been cleared by Armel, I'd imagine.
He's trying to stack it again for them.
Yeah, they do. They get the double. So Matumba, he's going to look to be pressuring towers while he knows the TA is just going to be kind of jungling. But Armel also, instead of jungling, he knows Matumba's pressuring tower. I'm going to pressure him. So beating on that mid tower there with that Bloodlust. Bring some reinforcements in as Kazu's going to be the one to defend the towers. Versus that TA as we were talking about. Gabby will be the one to just farm up top.
Spot Misery under the sentry. In fact, Kuku giving it away there with that auto attack.
And Matumban clears up the full tower bottom. Chaos.
They're getting a very good start for Matu.
Yeah.
But the same to be said for Gabby. Gabby going to have the Midas very shortly.
VT Fate is also still very farmed too, though. 3,400 net worth when he was placed down in that bottom lane by himself entirely, pretty much. 49 last hits, level 7, yeah.
Yeah, a lot more farm than Kuku was able to get up top.
Yep.
Because of that constant pressure from Milan and Misery. Route will be an illusion down bottom, see if anyone's able to do anything spectacular with that. Not really any hero that's going to be too wild with it. Mid lane, it's going to be the way the focus is drawn once again from Chaos. They've managed to sweep rank, get some deep wards down inside the jungle of TNC.
Most important tower, right? That mid tier 1. They've already gotten the bottom one, so.
Matu, 2k gold on his way to Relic. Still on track for a good time, and 10 minutes in, only 6-1. Less than a 1k lead, still very close between these 2 teams off the lanes.
Chaos is pressuring a lot of the towers, though. I look at the other side, TNC, they're not actually able to get that same type of trade coming out here. This lone druid really starting to get into play here, especially when Kezu's there as the backup. They bring all 3 cars. All 3 cars actually showing in the mid lane here to beat on and secure this tower.
They'll get it.
Yep. TNC looking like they're They're looking to just play more of like an efficient farm game rather than set up and look to actually defend those towers. Misery has the track online.
This, yeah, with the help of Faded, should be a pretty solid kill, and it is. There's the first track kill of the game. And this is where you'll certainly start to see that gold lead grow if Chaos can keep these sort of kills up.
Yep. It's only 40 bonus, but it is a little something. You get the big self bonus gold. That's the important one, right? You know, you get that.
Misery gets.
He's the happy one.
He gets the big payout.
Yeah. As Gabby will just continue to farm, as you said. You know, face minus level 10, going for that. Looks like he's queued up for BKB first. Just wanted to be able to deal with that Phoenix egg in particular, as well as that Shaker. If he can just stick on that, it's going to be pretty easy targets for him.
Yeah, he knows what the early levels. If he BKBs, gets bloodlusted, he's going to be able to reliably take down the egg, making it very hard for Kezu to properly commit to fights when the Sven's around.
Very solid start, though, for Chaos, that is for sure. Having a decent amount of map control here coming into this. There's lots of wards coming up from TNC, but TNC look like they're like, okay, you did good in the lanes. We're just going to play the farm game now. TA hitting Ancients, Sven hitting a jungle creeps as well.
The draft has definitely worked out with regards to laning.
Yeah.
Chaos have had the edge with those movements of Misery and Milan. It's just a question of whether it's going to hold up as the game goes on.
Yeah. Can they keep that pace going? As Matumben, he's very close to that relic. They also have the Veil already finished up on Kezu, and like I was saying, BT Faded, he's also having a pretty decent time. So yeah, they're farming on their 3 cores. Well, on the side of TNC, they're only farming on 2 of them. Good. Not really able to find too much in this game so far. He's been having quite a lot of trouble.
Constantly being hunted.
Yeah.
And being forced right out of any lane that he dares show his face in. This bottom tier 2, with Cuckoo pushed away, Chaos look to move on, and again keeping this tempo very fast. It's 13 minutes in.
I mean, there is really like no wave clear. There's no ways to like take the creep wave off of the tower and kill them pretty quickly on the side of TNC. It's like, who's gonna really show up to do that? He's not like a Lina. There's no Grimstroke. There's nothing like that to just defend the towers very well. So they're gonna look to fight instead.
He is. The tower has fallen. He's got the lasso. There'll be a TP coming in from Gabby. Gets the stun off, but already the Shikuchi's out. Faded still dies here to the cleave. Matsu goes for the TP out. He's not going to make it. Stun from Tims. Holds him back.
Okay, and Gabby shows up, and now maybe he just switches back to the Echo Saber because of that. Yep, but he already had the Oblivion stuff actually bought. He's already got the Echo Saber now finished. So
he's going to be able to get the items out thick and fast now.
Okay. Yeah, VT Faded, he actually used the time-lapse when they were tanking the tower and pushing. So he didn't have it.
Did not have it.
He just gets cleaved down by Gabby, and that's, yeah, you may not defend your tower, but at least you get some kills afterwards. Like you said, they don't have wave clear, but they have ways to fight around it. So that's a big swing there as they crunch that lead down. It's less than 1K now, and we're going to see what's happened in the next minute or so as those bounty runes will be spawning.
So what's the build going to be for Kezu after that Veil? It's got Veil into Shivas.
Yeah. Classic build.
Yeah, do his best to make things very hard for Sven and TA to fight when they don't have BKBs popped.
Yeah, the Veil is nice always, of course, too. It's like, with your abilities, it's really nice, but also now it provides him some armor. So he's not just going to get burst by like a single ability or something. Now it's going to help a little bit versus that Sven and that TA, if he's not inside of just that egg form, of course.
Oh, and he's getting a lot of space, so he'll be able to hit 12 pretty quick. Have those extra hits on the egg.
And they're going to have Radiance. They're going to have ways to protect the egg.
Yeah.
So could be a pretty good timing that comes out for Chaos. As yeah, Radiance also buffing up the Veil also buffing up that Radiance damage too. So yeah, a couple different things.
Did you say Relic is done?
Oh, they thought it was real. That was an illusion, and it did kill the bounty rune right in front of them. So a 2-for-1 bounty rune exchange there.
2 for 1?
Yeah. The other one got killed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kuga's illusion killed it.
Sleep. It's a bit of a slow game, you know. 3 for 7.
3 to 7.
15 minutes in, everyone's kind of hitting the creeps, taking towers.
Yep.
People aren't looking to respond.
TNC playing more of the farm game,
Yeah,
while Chaos looking to be more of the pressure.
TNC's happy to do that. They know that Gabby is selling ahead in farm. It's obviously playing that bit of a danger game against the Matsu Lone Druid, who is going to have a good Radiance timing.
Yeah. Hey, like you said, Kazu's very farmed. Got 2,400 gold toward that Shiva's already. Not quite level 12 still.
And
this tower's dropping very quick.
They're getting away with all these tower pushes, Chaos. Yep. They're not being contested.
Nope.
course, TNC only been able to take the one so far mid lane. 55 to 45 though. Dota Plus, I guess, maybe even taking into account the recent games. I don't know how it works. Maybe it does, but favoring TNC still in this at this moment. And I guess it makes sense. Gabby is very farmed on the Sven, and as soon as he gets that BKB out on top of the Echo, that's going to be when the fights that Chaos are, you would imagine, going to look for, are going to become very difficult. As this Sven has every opportunity to just clean up all of these heroes with the BKB and God Strength.
Yeah. It's going to be tough for them to actually bring him down at all. That's maybe what it's looking at there, right, with the Dota Plus. Dota Plus also, though, it looks at, I think, also tower advantages as well, where right now you see Chaos, they have like a 4 tower advantage, which I thought they'd maybe have a little bit more.
Yeah, I thought that Dota Plus was favorite because of that, but
it edges TNC anyway, just because of how big the Sven is. I have to imagine. TNC, they still have all this deep ward vision that they have placed, as we see on the map, so they have tons of information. They are actually just watching Chaos kind of moving around, so when they have these type of deep wards, they know that they can play what they want to play, which is the farm game. So they're all just kind of casually farming it up.
Well, there it is. There it's done. The Radiance.
Okay, so the smoke timing. Do they have a smoke out? Nope, they're going to wait a little bit. Milan is 50 gold from a Blink Dagger, so maybe wait for that to get finished up on that Earthshaker before they look for a smoke fight, since they're just about to get a really nice, like, everything timing together.
Everything's coming together for Chaos. Let's see how they can have an impact with it. Bottom lane, Tim's being dove.
Yeah, they're spotted by that ward here. Ooh.
Hand of God keeps him alive. And there's the smoke.
Yep, it is under a ward though, I believe, right?
They sort of, no, they headed into the fog before they went into it.
Yep,
so
that's what I thought I saw. Okay. Sorry.
There was some pinging coming out on the area. We'll see how TNC do prepare for this. As Mata will show himself, Armel's going to know that something's up now. He's been tracked, pings are out.
They drew the line. That's why I was thinking. Like, they drew the line from exactly where the jungle position was. So they had to have expected it at least.
Well, I guess it's because look, they have a ward in the jungle, and they also have a ward. They also have a ward at the triangle, right? So they saw people go into the mid lane and then not come back out.
Yep.
So they're going to assume that something sneaky is going on.
Okay.
And indeed they did. And TNC, they'll back themselves away. They won't be caught out by that movement. But Chaos can set up to get back on to taking objectives, pushing down on this top lane.
Yeah, it's still a great smoke rotation because Chaos, like we said, they've got these like triple timings coming out. They've got the Phoenix level 12, they've got the Radiance, and they've got the Blink Dagger from Milan.
BKB is now done on Gabby. Gabby's ready to fight. They look to just let these tier 2s go. They're being very particular about when they want to fight TNC. They don't want to try and fight around the tier 2s. They're letting another tier 2 fall.
They're scared. They're really just scared to fight into the Phoenix as well, too, right? It's just a lot of magic damage coming on. They don't have the best ways to deal with the egg. They've got the Sven with the BKB, but TA and the rest of the heroes, they're not going to really hit that egg.
How are we seeing on Armel's items?
He's actually rushing the BKB because of that egg, I'd imagine, as well as that, of course, the Lone Druid Radiance. He wants us to be able to have that, the magic community to not deal with that miss rate or any of the shenanigans that come out. But as Kezu, he's walking up. They do see this because they have that trap, but Kezu, very confident as he walks forward because he has a plate mail as well as the veil.
Gabby.
Stunning the bear.
He's going to start to poke at the bear. He's running around the shrine, will be feared back. He's rooted, he's stunned up. Gabby's falling low. The chain stun's there. Milan's got the control. Gets the jump for the BKB though. The shrine, he's ready to turn. They turn towards the egg. The egg's out. They'll kill it. Gabby does fall. It's a 1-for-1. Now Chaos make the run for Armel. Armel. He's been tracked, Matu's on top of him, Lasso on the side, controlling Faded, but Faded can turn, look towards Cuckoo. Milan, he's back in, he's on top of Armel. Armel's rooted, surrounded, he'll fall too. Chaos get the two of them, and they're not done yet. They're diving past the tier 2 tower. They're on top of Tim's with the track. They won't go to the tier 3, but they'll certainly be happy with that outcome. Sure, the Phoenix dies, the egg's taken out, but they lose both Gabby and Armel. Another tier 2, Chaos keeping the game in their favor.
Yeah, they get 2 track kills, they back up, they collect 3 of the bounty runes as well. I mean, Chaos is doing it right now, for sure. Gabby, unable to get that BKB initially, he gets comboed down to a very low percent before he's able to actually turn with that BKB and Shrine to kill the egg. Chaos positioned nicely around that one there.
See it again here. It looked close to be there, the potential for maybe a turnaround, but he's having to use that BKB duration to just hit the egg. The rest of the team are able to go ahead. We have to pop back into the game as Chaos. Again, poking at TNC. The TNC did come straight back out to that area, trying to get some more control. Chaos is still hovering around this area of the map, keeping TNC pincered into the base. 9-4 at 3k in. Definitely one of the slowest games that we've seen in terms of kills, but it's absolutely working out for Chaos's lineup so far.
Yeah, I mean, the TNC is just kind of playing the farm game like we were mentioning. They're still playing that one here. They buy the Ogre Midas as well. And Armel, he still doesn't have that BKB. And he is very vulnerable to dying without it, as we saw in that last one. He just gets chased out. Even though they commit forward and kill the egg, yeah, there's still so many different ways to catch this TA, as now into the Roche pit Chaos goes.
Shiva's got finish on Kezu. TNC, they are going to contest this. They're smoked up. They're heading towards the pit. Cuckoo's just picked up the Blink Dagger.
Okay, they've got a way to actually start the fight this time around. Chaos, are they going to be prepared for this?
There's the jump. They're going to start looking towards Faded. Gabby moves in with the BKB. It's a great positioning for Kezu, though. He's on the high ground. The egg, is it going to be successful? Cuckoo's up there. Can they kill it in time? They can't. The egg's out. It's a pop. Matches onto Tims. The Hannah God heal comes through. They'll lose Tims. Chaos themselves also feeling low. They did lose Faded. They've got 2 kills in return, Chaos. There'll be a buyback from Tims. Cuckoo's dead for 40. Armel tries for the bear, but Matu brings him back just in time to keep the bear alive.
That was some beautiful positioning there by Kezu.
Straight up to the cliff, and they couldn't quite get him in time.
It could have been a bit
so
scary.
Close.
Yeah, if he didn't get that egg in that position there too, it could have been a bit scary. I think the fissure as well from Milan kind of guarded it too, in a way too, for the rest of the team from TNC not able to hit that one there. Because if they don't get that egg there, Gabby was starting to go pretty ham. He was getting all these right clicks out. He got the focus fire onto VT Faded, and he was starting to turn it onto the Lone Druid. But yeah, great positioning there of the egg by Kezu. They don't finish off the Roche, but they're able to take the fight at least.
Still holding on to 2k lead, Chaos.
Yeah, I didn't get to see if it was 1 or 2 track, but yeah, you can still see they gained a little bit of gold. That's back into the pit. They kill off the trap. They don't have egg for 40 seconds, but no lasso for 15 either on the side of TNC. But TNC, they do have a BKB now on Armel. He's going to feel a lot safer to commit forward. No God Strength for 30.
Cuckoo's spawning out the situation. Gabby's going to jump in. He's going to pop the BKB, so's Armel, but the Fish is going to block them off away from Matu. They can't reach Matu. Milan providing the wall of safety, stopping TNC from getting the kill that they tried to commit for with those BKBs.
Oh,
they won't get
beautiful by Milan. That was literally the most perfect fissure I've seen in quite a long time.
And mid lane.
Him out perfectly as Tims.
The track's out, the chase is on. Tims is dead. Chaos forcing TNC back away from the pit, despite TNC being the ones that are trying to interrupt this Roshan attempt.
And that had been a Tims buyback. They have a Bat Rider lasso. They also have God Strength now, but the BKBs are down.
And Supernova's available again for Kezu.
Can they go for a snatch here?
Cuckoo.
Definitely going to want to try.
He's eyeing it up. The Sunray being used to try and stop it. Cuckoo's going to jump in, but the Fear's there in time. It will send him back to the egg as well, just in case there was further to jump in. Won't be the case, but it does the job.
This is a big timing here for Kezu. They've not only just gotten the ages for themselves, but denying it away from a TA. We talk about that all the time, how important it is. Yeah, they're starting to be in some problems. Phoenix, Kezu, healing up the bear. Chaos all grouped up. They're looking to pressure here in this mid lane. There's still a God Strength available. They have the BKB available for Gabby now too, as well as Armel.
Faded has that Aegis. He's got that second, essentially third life with the time lapse to be accounted for as well, so he's a hard target to go on. Now hold back for now, Chaos. No need to make any sort of brash moves.
Not when the rest of them are respawning. They were just trying to get some chip damage on the tower and they forced a glyph. They're still positioned aggressively here. TNC, they're looking to fight though. They've got the blinks.
Drinks in. They're going to jump with the lasso. Gabby, he's focusing down Matumba. They have the stun control. The Sunray's healing up a little bit. Matu will finally die. TNC get the kill.
Armel chasing out the Phoenix as well as the Earthshaker. He has his BKB.
Misery does show there as he goes for the poke. Gabby, he's going to pay the price for showing his face. Double kill for Gabby.
And straight to Bounty Runes as the nighttime hits. Both teams will run to those as it looks like Chaos will be able to claim the 3 off of that at least after they lose their Lone Druid. So quick identification there by TNC there. Yeah, Lone Druid doesn't have the range, the Aegis, so quickly commit forward onto him when they have any type of vision, which they did. They had these wards inside of their jungle defensively. And they had all their ultis and that blink catch available. So they still can focus fire pretty easily from the side of TNC. That physical damage they do have after the lasso is there. What are these durations? The BKBs are 6 seconds, I believe. 6 seconds on Sven, 9 on the TA still. So Armel still having a little bit easier time to work with.
Chaos Pour from Milan.
Bear.
The Fisher.
He's getting slowed. The traps for the Sunray.
Yeah,
it's
just
burning him.
Getting shredded by the damage output from this Phoenix.
Oh no, and Tim's 42 seconds dead. 42 seconds with the Midas. Oh.
He's going to have to get that multi cast to make up for that when he spawns. Gabby.
Okay, Misery walks into his scent. Walks into some vision here.
But they've got the Fisher to back him up. Milan's going to keep him safe.
Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck because of this Fisher. They actually have to cut the tree with the Firefly.
Gabby has to BKB and run away.
They actually have to pop the Hand of God. Kezu moves forward.
Faded's
just going in.
They're going to get Cuckoo. They're just diving into the base.
Oh my god.
Forcing TNC back and Chaos. They've got the space to put the pressure onto the tier 3 tower.
And it's DD. He's just chipping down the tower. They're gonna probably back up after this one. Actually, they're gonna look for the racks. Cuckoo is up, but they know BKB still down for Gabby.
It's very hard for him to fight. The threat of the Phoenix Salt is there. They do get the grab onto the Weaver. They drag him back underneath the tier 4s. The stuns are out. They'll take him down once. He's got the Aegis, and he also had the time. That's the melee racks will be taken Faded. Shikuching away. He's going to be able to get out of there underneath the safety of the sun.
Great defensive egg there by Kezu as they protect themselves for their retreat. Gabby, he looks like he wants to commit forward. It's going to be Misery. The BKB still on cooldown, 12 seconds for him.
Tims can't quite find the stun onto Faded. They do find the stun onto the Bear. And will be 300 gold they clean up. Armel having to put the BKBs. He looks towards Faded. There'll be a buyback from Miseries. He wants to come and help the team back out. Armel goes for the BKB TP to get out of there. Back to safety. Milan jumps in, but oh, the angle, Gabby. Oh, it's a beautiful stun.
Oh,
it's a triple kill. Gabby, he's not done yet. He's running towards Kezu. He's chasing him down with a war cry. Kezu's dead too.
Oh my god, now Faded. He's getting stunned up. The multicast.
As TNC out of nowhere just pop off and shut Chaos down.
Oh my, was that? It was a crit into a regular hit into another crit coming out from Gabby. He got two 1K crits there on the Bear, as well as with the splash cleave onto the back. Oh man, he got Milan as well as Matumba with that stun there. Look at the damage, 7,000 in that 60 seconds.
And now it's their turn to push down the lane.
Uh-oh.
Push up towards the base of Chaos.
They didn't get to retreat fully. They used the egg to try to secure themselves with that retreat, but then TNC just relentlessly chased them forward. Gabby coming in so clutch there for his team.
He saw an opportunity. He gets the perfect angle.
Yeah. Now he has a full Daedalus instead of just that small crit, which was, we saw how much damage he was able to do there, and we're going to watch this one here as they're trying to retreat.
Yeah, this whole retreat that, at this point, it looks like a dream, but Gabby, so quick with the jump, pokes on Misery. The rest of Chaos still sort of sitting around. At this point, you got to say, get out of there.
Watch the right side here. Matumba Man and Milan.
Because Armel jumps in, and it's sort of a bait. Chaos is still hanging around because they're like, hang on, Armel's overextended. But hang on, surprise, Gabby comes in. The wraparound's perfect. And Gabby just sees the opportunity of a lifetime to just turn this game around.
Patience from Gabby, right? Patience just sitting there waiting for his BKB to come up, pops the BKB, blinks forward, perfect two-man connection stun, and he's able to turn it entirely. Maybe even turn the entire game for his team as, let's see, it was a 6,500 gold lead. It's down to 0. It's actually in favor of TNC. And the experience was always actually in favor of TNC because they were playing that farm game.
TNC are feeling the fire right now. They're ready to hunt for more. The dust is going to be popped. Faded's out of range. TNC holding the high ground.
Gabby is very terrifying right now. Bloodlusted Sven with this Daedalus.
Bugs are out. Faded. Poking forward. He's going to pay for that. The lasso's there, Gabby. He's waiting for the angle. He's going to jump in. He's looking for the backlines, making sure Milan can't get into the fight. Commits. Now he turns towards the egg. Tim's coming across as well. Armel, he's offering the hits on the egg. Can they take it off in time? They can't. Gabby gets the double kill. Turns over towards Misery. Now looks back towards Faded. Faded going in on Stiz with the Shikuchi. They'll lose the Ogre. But Gabby, he kills off a third. He's able to find Misery, get the triple kill into the trees. Out he goes. Gabby escapes. As Gabby continues to carry TNC back towards the lead of this game. As they'll lose Cuckoo, but the power of this Sven is just continuing to grow.
He keeps finding the perfect target. He jumps out to Milan. Kezu actually gets the clutch play there with the Aghanims that he just picked up, picks him up into that egg, but it doesn't matter. He's actually not able to save him there as they both double commit onto the egg and actually bring it down. Yeah, Gabby. And then he actually gets a crit. I saw Misery show himself for a second. He gets one-shotted by the Daedalus.
I thought Misery was out of there.
It did look like it.
And then suddenly he's dead.
It was a one-shot.
And look at this play. Gabby doesn't follow in here. He waits until he sees the Fisher and goes straight for the Shaker. Perfect target prioritization from this Sven.
Now BT faded. Yeah, Gabby really putting the team on his back right now. Now they also know that there is a Ags Phoenix as well they have to be watching out for, and it is a level 18 too, so that Egg you saw there. 11 hits. Have to really fully commit forward for it, but they do have ways that they are buffed up, right? It's not just that they have VKBs, they have the Bloodlust. So Bloodlust versus that Egg is really putting a little bit of that X factor. Oh, sorry, it's 13, my bad. I know, he had the X, sorry.
Apology.
I saw him mousing over, I was like, uh-oh.
They've got to be careful, Chaos. They did have the lead at the start for the first sort of 25 minutes. They have got the mid racks, but these last few fights have been very scary.
Yeah.
Gabby Sven coming into his element, 10-1-4. Well on the way to AC and well on the way to level 25.
He's really packing a punch. Cuckoo is pretty still under farm still. He's 1-8-11. He's really the sacrificial
but
lamb
he's getting the job done, right? He just needs to blink
done.
and lasso.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if he dies. Just all about the initiation. The damage, you leave that up to Gabby and Armel, both with their Daedalus or Daedalite.
They're going to be hitting so hard actually onto these squishy heroes. He's probably going to get overtaken by Tims at some point here. Tims is actually level 18 because of his Midas, while Cuckoo's only level 15. So this Ogre definitely kind of transitioning into a bit of a core here, as we have seen Tims do quite often. They need a force step though for Cuckoo. I know they have one on Tims, so he can use that to push the Batrider, but we see the situations. The lasso is still pretty difficult. They have a Yule Scepter finished up on Chaos quite a while ago, as we saw in the last fight on Milan. So it's really hard for him to actually just blink lasso people, because it's going to get just instantly Yule's canceled. So we see this Midas of Tims up off cooldown for a very long time, but they're camping themselves up on the high ground here. As well as Chaos.
See what they find with the smoke. Tims is on the front line, so they're going to spot the Ogre, traps onto the Matu Bear. Faded his hunting. Oh, fine.
They're expecting the smoke now after they saw that. Tims is tracked up on here on the high ground, but he's able to use his Midas during that. So.
Going to push in. They don't quite have the creeps. Yeah. Got to wait for that.
Tumba Man trying to protect himself. We see Ghost Scepter as well as the gem, so he's trying to just keep himself safe if he does get jumped on in the back lines.
Go ahead, Gabby, he's hit, it's a two-man stun straight away, looking for the opening, but the Ghost Scepter keeps Maddie safe. The lasso onto Faded, but the BKB time-lapse keeps Faded back up to full. They'll now turn towards Gabby, focusing the Sven. Kezu's in with the ult. They've just got to get out of it. TNC, Armel won't be able to escape. Tims as well has been isolated from the rest of the team as Chaos. And back to taking the fights in their favor. They get both the two of them. Jump forward from Milan. He's trying for more. Gabby's able to turn though and kill Milan off. VT Faded and Kezu unable to get on top of them in time. They'll dive forward. Gabby's TPing back to base. Stuns out. Onto Faded underneath the tower. Will back away. Milan did try and see if he could fish for more kills for the team, but ends up giving away his life.
Yeah. Matu able to disengage pretty nicely that Ghost Scepter, and the BKBs, like we mentioned, they're low. Gabby, he's used it every single time, so that 5-second deep BKB, he's not actually able to get a kill during it. He has to just start running away, and Armel, he's caught in a rough place immediately as soon as that egg goes down.
Should be a quick Roche for Chaos with a man down on TNC. Unlikely for them to be able to get here in time and contest. They are heading over the four of them.
The BKB's up in 5 seconds.
Maybe if they're quick with this movement, Gabby's just picked up a full AC. If he gets in the pit right now, they've got to be quick on this. Cuckoo in position. Firefly is ready to go. He's knocked in with the flame break. VT Faded is focusing down Roshan. Matu is pushing the rest of TNC away from the Roshan. So Chaos will be able to get that Aegis and cheese.
They broke the Blink Daggers there just constantly from Kezu jumping in forward with the Shivas as well as a Shuriken toss bouncing between the tracks. They were able to stop those Blinks from being able to jump in. It looked like TNC was maybe a little bit hesitant too, because they just spent all their gold on the Sven, didn't have God Strength available, and Armel was still not alive. So they were it looked like they were kind of doubting if they should really go in there or not. As Chaos continue to cruise this one here. 3K gold lead. It's not the biggest
lead back,
but they get their Aegis, they get their cheese. Still keeping themselves in a very good spot here with their dual core, but with the Phoenix, who's extremely farmed. As now Kezu also having a Blink Dagger, so being able to save his teammates in 2 different forms. Up top, double catapults coming in. I'll quickly clean those up.
See how TNC can try and slow the siege.
The 4x will be there by Tims. Here goes the
Tower
siege,
just
the bear.
gets destroyed. They do pop the fortification to keep it alive there a little longer. Gabby still now onto the bear and Faded, but doesn't want to commit. Faded having that BKB and A just makes him a tricky target.
Such a good push here by Chaos. They're cleaning up that range rack slowly first. Cuckoo finally makes it back to his team's base as his TP was on cooldown for quite some time.
Looks for a grab, but already with the Shikuchi, he'll be able to get himself away. Faded.
Instantly tracked up on the Bat Rider now, so they know exactly where Cuckoo is positioned. He does want to look for a jump forward and the Sunray. Heals everybody up again.
Yeah, they do want to stick around Chaos to try and force that melee racks. They're going to go up again. Armel's on the front, starts to hit into Faded. Faded pops the time lapse. Fisher's out. Onto Armel, no further commitment as of yet from Chaos. They'll start to move in with the bear. The bear actually bringing Armel down very low. He has to put the BKB. Started for Gabby. Gabby's in on the back lines. Goes step and keeps Matthew safe. Return for VT Faded. Faded still keeping that Aegis safe for now. They'll have the lasso onto Misery instead, as Misery will be the one to fall. Everyone else from Chaos gets out, and the Aegis is still protected. They can still go for another push for it. Faded. We'll see if they want to wait until Misery's back in, as they do still have a fair bit of time to work with the Aegis. No need to hurry for Chaos.
Yeah, they're starting to back up. They have the lanes pushing in, so they can still kind of just chill in this area here for some time being. Looking to see if anyone does push out. This is their last bear for 85 seconds. So Matummet maybe just having to watch out for that one there if he sends it up too far forward. But it now has a BKB, so he's giving his bear a BKB to be able to go for those racks.
Armel was ready and hiding in the shadows. They'll quickly time that's Faded. Faded forced in. Straight away has to put the BKB. Looks to be back on both Armel and Tims. The remainder of that BKB duration wants to finish off the racks, and he'll get it. The melee rack's full and Faded is out of there. The bear left behind. The bear will die.
They know they have no bear right now. They're going to commit forward here.
Cuckoo, he's chasing. Jump forward. Faded's still incredibly low. Get himself away, and Kezu with that Sunray stops any further jump coming out from TNC. So Chaos, they get the racks, they get out of there, and they don't even lose the Aegis. They've still got it ready to go for another push.
Chaos very disciplined there with those pushes. TNC also not wanting to commit forward too far, even though they know that there was no bear. They didn't want to actually chase forward. They didn't have God's Strength still available or that lasso. Looks like they've drawn the line to try to catch some people bottom. Since they have top lane already pushed, Chaos has already pushed top as well as that mid lane. TNC's probably assuming, hey, Chaos is going to group up down bottom. Let's just bring a fight to them immediately and try to catch them off guard. And they're grouping up to do so. It's still going to be into the Aegis for another minute or so. But they're trying to catch Chaos off guard down here.
They're going to expect this Chaos.
There's a scan. It does clip them.
Smoke out of the base.
The scan does clip. Chaos knows this is coming.
And Cuckoo's in. Pops the dust. They get the lasso off straight away. They try and focus down onto the Weaver. Weaver will fall once. That's the Aegis gone. Gabby keeps itself to the edge, and they'll get themselves away from the sun. The Supernova won't do anything apart from push TNC away.
They didn't have to. They committed the BKB from the TA, but not the BKB from the Sven. So Gabby still has his both available, BKB as well as God's Strength. Back themselves up onto that high ground. And they're able to at least clear the Aegis, which was getting reclaimed in about 30 more seconds or so, but they make an aggressive play forward and try to catch Chaos off guard.
DD rune up top. We'll see if TNC were able to scout that one out. Armel or Gabby could have a bit of a field day with that, and there it is. It's spotted.
It is absolutely
They'll want to grab that in the last 10 seconds before it goes. Maybe even hang around, see if they get another power rune on top of it.
DD haste, right? That'll be pretty nice for Gabby.
See?
He's going to grab the DD.
There's no way he gets a haste as well.
Does he though?
There's no way.
He's waiting for it. Let's see which one it is. Oh, it's an arcane. It's the
that'll do as well.
It's 40-minute mark.
That's
so
still pretty good.
It was a pretty high chance of actually being one of those.
That's true.
Right? You get
But
that,
that's a pretty good one to get. Arcane, if they can get a God Strength and BKB usage out of this, Gabby.
Do they have a smoke available for themselves? They do. So they're immediately going to smoke and look to get something, because top is kind of pushing out, mid is pushing out a little bit as well. They have traps set up in the lanes. They have their double siege wave actually pushing out right now too. So can they actually catch anything here with the wraparound? Arcane DD Sven. The big wraparound.
Chaos have got to do their best to try and avoid a fight right now.
They're looking for the full wrap. They're actually expecting Chaos over here on the high ground.
They're going to miss them entirely.
Yep.
Faded. Continue to tank up even more. It's got a full Satanic on this Weaver. That Satanic Skadi BKB Faded is not an easy kill.
Definitely not. They still have a lot of damage though. That's the one thing. And even if he gets lassoed and the lasso ends, they have to watch out also for the nullifier. There is a nullifier on the TA, so nullifier not allowing that Weaver to get the BKB off. He's still losing the time lapse, but has to watch out for himself.
Time to push once more, Chaos.
Again.
They go
Forward.
Gabby.
They
Come in. There's the force to the side. Faded's able to put the BKB in the time lapse. Now Gabby's sort of trapped out by the Fisher. Will have to take the long walk round to get back up to the high ground, but that is the God Strength used. As Matu gets some damage onto the melee racks, Chaos reset. They know that both BKB and God Strength is down for a good minute or so.
Wait for that God Strength. The BKB, also important, but God Strength is a big amount of the damage that TNC does have right now. They're going to force this issue.
And they go again. The stuns are coming out onto the Weaver.
The BKB Bear, he's really trying to force it in here. They force Cliff right now. There is also backdoor protection kicking in for a second. Bottom wave, though, is starting to move in.
Chaos will back off once more.
They're starting to feel a little riskier.
See, Gabby, did he just... Yeah, he did. He must have, right?
What?
I think he just bought a refresher orb, used it.
Yeah.
And sold
That's what
it.
it looks like. That is what it looks like.
But he did sell it. So that's a bit of effective net worth down the drain, right? Unless I'm crazy, right? That's what he's done.
Yeah, and he used God's Strength. So. He queues it up again.
Okay. Why would he sell it?
I didn't see him mention it.
I mean, he must have, right? That's it. They didn't have a they've not killed Rose 3 times,
No,
have
no,
they?
no,
No. He
refreshed. He refreshed for sure. He queued up again now. Faded. He gets grabbed up.
Yep, they're going to grab him. There's going to be the egg straight out. They're actually going to look to turn towards the egg. With the BKBs, they're going to do a good job of taking it out. Oh, they got it. They get the egg. It's a double kill for AU out of all the people on the team. The Chad coming in big, taking the last hits on both of those.
Milan, he actually gets the blink off. Is he going to start? Oh, no, he's not.
And
Actually
Cuckoo,
finds him.
he's hot on the chase of misery, will be saved by the Bear Fearbat. Okay,
They did not expect that. That was the refresher play right there coming into play from Gabby.
They didn't. The 700 IQ play?
It really is.
Gabby is trying for more.
Okay. Yeah, AU, like you said, him getting the last hit on that egg there.
That did it.
Looks kind of funny as he gets the double kill, but it happens in Amatumba. He's getting chased out by the rest of them. He is not going to be able to escape from here. He does not have a TP either.
Gabby, it's a start.
Surrounding him.
They've got him. They've got him as well.
Yep, and that's a
Look
gem
at that.
hitting the deck. So they're able to pick that gem up as well for themselves.
I mean, I think why Gabby bought the refresh and then sold it was because he wanted to make sure he had buyback as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he had about 5,700 gold.
And then that put him at like
he bought
2,800.
it, used it for that play,
That makes sense.
or for the preparation of that play, and yeah, wanted to sell it just to make sure that he was going to be able to get back in case he jumps forward and doesn't actually get the chance to use the refresh BKB. And gosh, see, we got you covered. We're professional casters, ladies and gentlemen.
The next level play.
Yeah. And you know, he's a Sven at this point. He knows he's farming up so much gold.
Yep.
He can afford to sort of make that not necessarily a risky play, but a play that yeah, you could certainly argue was very much necessary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was, I mean,
It was a smart play.
could have been a game-winning play here again from Gabby, as he's been really putting the team on his back, like we
he's
said.
been putting all the work into this match.
11-1 as well. Still only dying the one time in this game. Now trying to force forward his Tom man, not buying back. He does not have the gold for it. You can see. We'll get the tower. He'll be happy with that one. Now they can start working on those shrines.
5k lead now. Chaos.
We're seeing
I'll be a little worried.
AU is starting to pick up these. He's finally got some time to be able to pick up these cloak auras for his team, these Centaur Coursers. This Chen also level 20, so he's got a GPM talent kicking in too. Some people might forget about that.
I just want to see. I want to see Chaos push and Gabby do the same play again.
Just
Buy the
refresh it
refresh,
And he
sell it. Make sure that he has buyback gold. It could happen if the push comes in soon.
It definitely could happen.
He could do it. Well, obviously he's got Shrimp he could be available now. But
Sure, but if he, you know, if they needed it, if he needs to have it anyway. I mean, it's a good item. It's like one of the best items.
sure,
on Sven anyway,
of course,
at the end of the
he
game.
wants to have it
Yeah.
anyway. Obviously, just in that situation, he was unable to keep it because he did want to make sure he had buyback.
They've got the 4 Centaur Coursers, so everybody's sitting up at that, like, 50% magic resist or 53% for some.
Around the pit.
Yeah,
The focus once again.
53% for magic resist for Chen, 54% magic resist for Ogre, and 55% magic resist for Sven.
Yeah.
When they're next to the Coursers. They all have different magic resists.
That is because Dota 2. And because they have different amounts of strength.
That is true.
I'm smart, my friend.
You're smart.
I'm smart.
You're smart.
Thank you. Let's see what they can do around the pit.
I was like, it's only one off. It just looked funny.
Ice, yes, yeah. That little amount of strength does. Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah. I guess the most surprising thing was like how low strength that the Sven has, right?
Sure, when he hasn't got God Strength.
Right?
Popped.
Like
When
that's
he's got,
probably the
dude,
biggest
you
thing
got
that
to
surprised me.
watch his magic resist when he pops the
Oh
God
yeah,
Strength.
for sure.
It will go up to 56. How much would it go up?
If he's next to the Coursers.
Yeah,
Dota Push is
maybe
still
60
even on the win probability though. Look
It
at
is,
that.
is it?
Yep.
It is.
49 to 51, back and forth
All
all
right.
over the place in this game.
I'm a little surprised there. It's not so. I guess because they have lost quite a fair bit of the base.
Yep.
It
Structural
still
damage.
feels pretty confident having it 50-50, but the way the TNC's played these last few fights, I think it's a little scary for Chaos.
Yeah. Does seem to start to be like that as they're starting to poke here in the pit, and it's a refresher shard on the Roshan. And Gabby's still sitting on 8,700 gold, so he has buyback, and he actually has the surplus for that refresher as well. Scary moments here. Misery trying to scout some stuff out here for his team. All of TNC grouped together though, rallying around those Chen creeps, rallying around all these auras. AC Vlad's Solar Crest, as well as the Bloodlust. Bloodlust not an aura, of course, but a buff, but you know what I mean. As he also has, yeah, he has that Bloodlust attack speed talent too, so yeah, they're hitting very hard, very fast on these two cores.
There's the smoke. TNC, they're going to find Chaos that is without Faded. I guess Faded's got the 25, so he can very easily get over to the fight with that extra movement speed during Shikuchi. And as it is, TNC won't find them. They'll be able to get a D-ward done. It's going to give up the movements, and TNC are actually going to head to the pit. They get another DD room for Gabby.
TNC's also carrying 2 gems, which is pretty interesting, and because they're playing versus both the Bounty Hunter and the Weaver. It makes sense. Just having the coverage of the fights across the board is going to be pretty useful for them.
TNC.
They're making sure they can
They're
play
around
the high
Cuckoo! He's in! He's going to jump straight away to forward with the BKB in the lasso. He's got the grab. Armail's in with the damage to follow up. Misery's dead. They'll look towards Faded. Faded gets the time lapse out. He's back up to full. The Supernova being used, but TNC, they're able to easily walk away from it.
It's not in a good spot this time around.
They kite it out. And the only thing to result from that fight is a dead Misery. Chaos now down a member around this Roshan time.
They have their God Strength. It was used, and the BKB as well, but you see Gabby does have that refresher. Where do you actually put it? Okay, he gave the refresher, his refresher orb to hide it to Tim's. This guy is really going next level right now. And then he's like, yo, Tim's, pass it back to me.
They won't expect it.
All right, thanks, Tim's. Now I got my refresher back.
Nah, he was delivering it.
He was trying to, no, he was hiding it. He had it in his backpack, and then he gave it to Tim's. And now he's putting it back into his inventory. They're committing forward into the pit. They will see the, if they identify, if they see with the bugs that the refresher is there, they're going to be aware that Gabby is going to be able to refresh and look at that if he chooses to do so.
If he needs to, because he's still got, maybe wait out the 50 seconds. He knows that they're probably not going to try and fight before Misery's back.
Yeah,
so
he's trying to hold on to it as long as possible. This guy's next level.
Gabby, he knows what needs to be done to win the game of Dota.
I thought maybe he had like misclicked, like trying to swap it in, but no, he like clearly given it to Tim's.
Kuku. He just goes right up to the shrine. He gets the grab onto Kezu. Kezu, he's dead. No buyback.
Oh my, that's like the
Kuku.
That was the best target he could. Kezu committed his gold. He brought the refresher.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He has no buyback.
He's not got the buyback.
He is the most important hero on the team on the side of Chaos.
Oh, no. He's dead. He's dead. Roshan is also going to be dead. TNC, take the Aegis. Take the cheese, and what was it? Was it a refresher?
It was a refresher.
It was a refresher.
They have it on the Batrider for now, but they can definitely look to move it around depending on the situations as Kezu gets caught. The best possible target for Kuku to find, and he does get it.
Kuku just... did he go in blind as well? He must have done that, Kuku.
Like it, yeah.
Kuku just going in blind. I mean, this is the Kuku bat that we've seen time and time again.
When he has the BKB, he feels so much safer, right? And he had the BKB in the last 2 fights, so
he
can easily just jump in.
Yeah, nothing to stop that sort of play. Yep. Kuku. He did it in game 2 against Secret, getting these lassos to secure them the victory, and he's doing it again here in this series against Chaos.
Yeah, Gabby. Now with the Moon Shard, he actually is going to keep the Moon Shard. He's going to backpack the Echo Saber for the time being. And he's actually selling the Echo Saber, so he's like, all right, Moon Shard's just better. Now I have much more attack speed instead of having to rely on the double hit.
True. It is.
Yep.
That's a lot of attack speed.
It's 140.
140.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Cuckoo. Taking some of the neutrals now. Feeling a little more comfortable in this spot.
Yep.
Chaos are back out on the map. They've got everyone back in the game.
Making their way over as well with their gem. They have to be careful though. Who's missing the buyback? Matumba Man, Misery, as well as Kazu do not have buyback. Everybody else in the game has buyback available.
Yeah, everyone on TNC is good to go.
Yes. Yeah, they're camping up on these high grounds. Still continue to, as Matumba Man will continue some split push. He also has a moonshard of his own on the bear. It's just Radiance burning the waves. As the line is drawn, Cuckoo. I think he's probably saying, like, I'm gonna push bottom and I have boots of travel. I can join you guys with the Chen creep at any time. So.
Interesting here, Gabby running through the items that he wants to buy. Did had the Hex queued up, now he's thinking Butterfly. Hex understandable because he has a refresher, Butterfly understandable because he wants that evasion.
Jump forward,
Milan finds Cuckoo. Cuckoo, he's got the BKB, the Hand of God from AU, he forces out. That's an Echo Slam, no kill. No kill for Chaos.
Tim
Now they look to Tim's, jumping from Gabby. BKB's out in time to dodge the stun. Gabby's committing, they've got the kill! Faded is just straight up dead! As Gabby cuts him down, the egg hits nobody.
The DD plus, I think a Meld Bash stopped
Yeah,
him, right?
the Meld Bash got him, and it also got Misery.
Oh my.
Cuckoo's even fishing for more. As he jumps in, chases down Chaos. He's got his eyes on Milan. He sidesteps the Fisher. Lasso is out. Gabby's going to get another one out of this as Chaos lose 3. TNC are playing this half of the game to perfection as Chaos, they came relatively close to having what looked to be a win. But at this point,
Milan
it seems almost all over for Chaos.
He went for Cuckoo, the jump back there, but his cores weren't actually close enough to dish out the damage, really, too much. And a little bit of an overzealous jump there by him as they lose quite a lot there.
Yeah, they're going to lose the racks here, potentially, as Gabby just pops the God Strength. Fortification will end.
Kezu was forced to use his refresher as well to just escape in that moment too, so he has used it. He has his egg available here for this one, but TNC, they're just pushing this down. They popped their refresher as well. Yeah, Gabby just looking to clean up these 2 racks pretty easily with this team. Chaos gonna respond. The bear just gets annihilated.
What can Chaos do? They'll try for the Fisher onto Tim's. Dive forward from Kezu. They're slowing down Armel and Gabby. Armel and Gabby on the retreat are forced to get Armel back to safety over the Fisher. They'll get out of there. TNC able to retreat and back off. Armel turns Meld Bash onto the bear.
Bear's dying.
It is. Cuckoo's gonna jump in. He
That's
lassos the bear. He's grabbed the bear and locked him down. The bear is dead. Matu without the bear. As Chaos, Faded's come in, he stuns. Time that's back to safety, but 30k lead now for TNC. The base of Chaos starting to get pulled apart.
They're really not having too much damage anymore. It's just everybody on this side of TNC is just crazy tanking. They're also dishing out an absurd amount of damage inside of the fights too.
Look at the dollar that these lads have.
Yeah, everybody is super rich.
11,000 gold on TA, Armel.
What's he gonna buy? I mean, he has things he can buy. He still
got
can eat the
Moonshard.
Moonshard. Yep.
Maybe we'll finally see the Aghanims TA.
I got to see one already.
Did you actually?
One of the other streams, there was an Aghanims
There was an.
TA.
Oh wow.
I don't think
I've
I don't know
seen
if he
it.
even used it actually, but
Did
he
he
did
not?
have
Okay.
it. 12,000 gold. Gabby also been passed over now the refresher shard since his refresher orb was on cooldown, and he's gonna get brought to bottom. So he's gonna have double God Strength, double BKB here for this fight again. That's how many bears are available.
Dire's bottom barracks.
There's just one. They just have the one that's just been summoned. Aegis will get reclaimed.
Goodbye, Rax.
And now he's eaten the Moonshard and bought the Butterfly as well, too, on Gabby. So starting to hit that critical mass. He still has growth, too. He can still get an Aghanims for himself, too.
You can. You can indeed.
Pretty good, actually, with TA. The bonus damage can be kind of nice.
Yeah.
As they back up, pick up the 4 bounty runes, and continue to grow their lead now. As Chaos, they seem to have hit that real brick roll, and it's just getting,
36K
it
lead.
just seems like, it seems so hard now.
Oh, it does. It does. This is a situation that Chaos have been in before here in the group stage, and one that they've struggled to ever really turn around. As TNC looking again to show us why this team is one that you cannot take your eye off.
No, and TNC better just, you know, if they do take this one, which is looking like they will, they better turn and give an enormous hug to Gabby, as he has definitely put the team on his back for this one. The rest of them, sure, they've gotten a couple pickups, but he's definitely had the big standouts.
They've had some great individual plays, but yeah, overall, Gabby's just been the driving force in that sort of mid-portion of the game. Tims?
Absolutely. Tims has the protection for himself. Goes after plus a Lotus.
Yeah, they can't quite get him off. Faded. Tries to commit the Duke. Get the bash off, but Gabby.
The bear.
We're jumping onto the bear, and with the melt bash as well. The bear is getting beaten down. The bear is dead.
They've got to resummon.
Tims being focused now. VT Faded popping the BKB to try and commit for this Ogre kill. They'll get it. They will find VT Faded. Armel going for the TP out. And he'll make it with that BKB. Nothing to cancel it in time. As they couldn't quite believe we'll get Matu close enough to allow the bear to hit and try for a bash.
Yep.
As it was disarmed, but they push TNC back. We'll get them away from their half of the map for now.
Force that resummon again, though, every single time. So when Tims does respawn, they will have a secondary bear, at least for Matumba Man and Chaos.
So Armel still 10k gold over on top of eating that moon shard.
Are they going to smoke out here on the side of Chaos? I think they should. I think they should look for some type of play here while Tims is dead. Ooh, Misery. He's walking up trying to scout something. There's a gem, though.
They see him. They're going to look to commit. Armel's in.
Oh, Hex!
Kezu gets Hex! Oh no!
Is he going to go down? He is!
He is! He's dead! The Hex play catches him off guard, and with the drag back of this lasso, they'll find Matu too!
Oh my god. What was it? That's AU with the Hex, right? And from the high ground, with that 200 cast range talent on the Chen level 10, he gets that far Hex. Kezu not expecting that one from the high ground there. Instantly grabbing him off guard. Oh my god. And now 75 seconds, no bear.
We'll see it again. I mean, just look at the range.
Watch the Chen.
Where does that Hex come from?
Whoop! Immediately catches him. And throws the penitence on him for the faster attack speed for his teammates.
Absolute Marloff.
Yeah.
And the tip as well from AU.
Yeah, of course. There's no way you could wait. You're like, wait, Chen has a Hex. Oh my god, Chen just hexed me. The egg comes into play. Armel.
They are looking for Armel.
Gabby. Gotta get caught by the stun. It's a long one too, because it is the buffed up egg.
Do they have the damage to kill him? He's gonna be forced to safety.
One.
There's gonna be another egg, but Armel's just on top of it with the BKB. Kezu's egg has died. Kezu's dead. The egg's taken out.
The Echo! It's a four!
It's a big one! It's a big one! Is it enough though? It's not.
It's not.
It's not enough. It's not enough. It gets Armel, but Armel buys back as there's 3 dead on Chaos. A big Echo, but an Echo a little too late from Milanas. Oh. This game is over. GG is called, and TNC take game 1 against Chaos.
It was a beautiful Echo, but yeah.
It did him.
Chen.
It was far too
600
late. It was far too late.
Yeah, it really was.
I mean, it was the only.
There wasn't any follow-up. It still was
Yeah.
exciting, but there was no follow-up there at the end. Lone Druid still dead. Kezu had gotten finished off by the 2, focusing with that BKB.
TNC once again looking terrifying. A game in which Chaos they really did sort of crush the opening. They were really solid. They had a really good read. Had some really good moves with the support rotations of Misery and Milan, but it didn't stay together long enough to get themselves the win. They got the full set of racks top. They're able to get half of the racks mid, and then it all started to turn around. Gabby with those mid-game fights.
Gabby's so clutch.
Finding the right times, right angles to get in with the jumps. There was no chance for Chaos to come back after that.
Yeah,
they could never get this team fight together. They could never get this slam supernova down. It just never happened, really.
No, it really didn't. I mean, it was really just a lot of the focus fire coming out from Gabby, right? He just had to put a target on Milan's back and just kept going from in every single one of the fights. And Matumba as well. He was trying to protect himself, but the bear at some point versus this the sheer amount of physical damage, it just dies.
Yeah. Just have a look at the damage numbers. Yeah, Gabby 62,000 hero damage in that game. Armel the closest at 39k, but just to show you how far ahead Gabby was in terms of just dishing out the damage, 17, 1, and 11. Some stellar performances, of course, from the entire lineup of TNC, being the Hex play from AU, the earlier grab into the blinds of that upper ground that Cuckoo was able to make with that bat jump. It all came together, and TNC, they've taken 1 game off Chaos. Probably pretty hopeful they're looking to take a second coming into this game too, as Chaos they tried something a little different, opening with this Misery bounty. It looked hot at the start, but it fell off in sort of the traditional manner that we've seen bounties when they have been picked at least do so lately. They have that sort of laning strength, that at least that rotation, that surprise element, but they do fall off.
It did seem like they had a good timing window that they could definitely have won the game there. I mean, the graph really tells the story in this one. It's literally like up and down all the way, and then till the end where it's just a straight up line for TNC. But yeah, it was still a pretty good showing there for Chaos. They need to try to crispen it up and just end the game when they have that big timing window.
Well, another win for TNC, another loss for Chaos. They'll take first game of the series, TNC. They've got one more chance to take another win from Chaos after the break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back for game 2 of TNC versus Chaos. ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the TI9 group stage coverage. I'm ODPixel here with Fogged, and we're just getting ready for the next game. It's going to be one more, of course, of TNC versus Chaos. Quite a long game, the first one. A full 1 hour to it, but did end with, over, I believe, a 40k gold lead for TNC, as they had a bit of a rocky start. Chaos looked to have a pretty strong beginning. The second half of the game, though, was pretty much all TNC as they just climbed their way further and further ahead. And Gabby, Sven?
Gabby Sven, for sure. And Cuckoo with that one pickoff, right? Kezu spends his gold for his refresher. The one time he doesn't have buyback, he gets caught by Cuckoo, gets dragged down, and the whole game kind of explodes from there. I mean, it kind of looked like TNC already had it from there. It looked like they were very solid inside of the team fights, but that one right there really solidified it as they were able to get that Aegis Cheese and refresher shard afterwards.
And let's see what Chaos try now. They tried the Misery opening first. It didn't work out.
It didn't do bad, though, right? That Bounty Hunter definitely worked out versus the Chen.
Yeah, sure. It did allow them to get that lead at the start and get them into the position where they were taking some early
I mean, I was okay with it, with the way they played their dual roam. Like, we don't see dual roam a lot, and they were definitely they made it work, right? They definitely made it work to the point where they got the mid racks, they got the top set of racks as well. Just from there, TNC just came in clutch.
I'm going to try something else. We're seeing that Chaos, they have been trying a lot of different things. They are the team at the moment that's picked the most different heroes.
Really?
So they've not stuck to anything the same. They keep trying out as many different strats as possible. Still really failing to find something that really sort of kicks it all together for them. And TNC, they'll open the draft once again, same as they did just in game 1 with the AU Chen.
If it worked, why not? They really like the hero, like we said. AU, big fan of the hero, and he played. I mean, it's one of those heroes that sometimes can be very quiet. Like, you don't really notice him too much, but he had clutch hand of gods inside of the game.
And even just
like being able to set up in the right place at the right time.
I was going to say, the way they're setting up the lanes right.
Yep,
just that
the
ability to put that lane that the Chaos didn't change to, right? They left it as it was, and they got the Sven versus Weaver.
Yep. Chaos now. Going to go for more of the standard that we've been seeing, picking up that first pick Elder Titan, and they're going to be going for the Lash. So lots of damage coming in between these two. Not the easiest setups. ET Stomp not always 100% reliable for that Lash Rack, so I still want to see them go for something that can set up. Well, I think I always say that, but
yeah, SD is still in the pool.
SD's still in the pool, so they could look to grab that one.
I mean, imagine. Well, SD's probably going to get banned, right?
I thought maybe they'd grab it with the Lash with the AD, but this is the opener that they wanted instead. Good versus Chen as well. It can be good versus Chen. What are they going to go for this time around? The Ogre is banned. So
it is.
Just go for that.
And we've seen them have that one at all 3 of the games that they've won today.
Yeah. Also, surprising to point out also is Lone Druid banned out. Lone Druid is 0-6 at this tournament so far. Does not won a game.
I guess probably quite a few of those have been Matu playing it with Chaos though, right?
I didn't get to see all the games.
Maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's probably a few of those are Chaos games.
And there's the Shadow Demon ban immediately, of course, because they have the ET and the Lash Rack. Sanking will be the one taken out by Chaos, the setup for TNC.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised that you're banning the Sanking over the bat. Like, I feel like Cuckoo just has game-impacting performances even when he doesn't get farm. Like, he was the same farm as like Tim's in that last game, but he still makes some crazy lasso plays.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't know, like, you got to respect the Cuckoo bat.
I think both. He does play, he plays the Sanking and stuff too.
Sure.
And it does work well with the Lina, gives him a little bit more of a front line. But yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Like, his bat just seems to be the best hero for him. And I don't know why you're not banning it out. Maybe they're banning it out as well. We'll see.
Probably looking to just protect. Like, the Lifestealer is amazing right now, too. If they don't ban Lifestealer versus when they have ET and Leshrac, I think TNC just picks the Lifestealer.
Oh, they will.
It's such a good Lifestealer.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
a guaranteed Lifestealer ban.
Right.
If they don't ban Lifestealer here, they're crazy.
I think you have to.
They're actually crazy. Yeah. I don't just ban Lifestealer. Ban the Lifestealer. You will lose the game if you do not ban the Lifestealer.
But they could pick it. What if they don't ban it? And
they could pick it. Okay.
Right?
Ban or pick the Lifestealer.
Yeah,
sure. I'm cool with either of those. Just not letting TNC have the option to take their Lifestealer.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah. I mean, they're taking time. They're probably deciding if they want to ban or pick it.
Yeah, I do.
It's got to be right. They've got to be thinking about the Lifestealer. There's no way they forget about it. And
there it is.
They ban it.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff. That's the right moves. So what do they take now? They can't get the SD for the setup. What else do they want to take?
Man, SD just seems like the best setup here on the game right now.
They want to say the Shaker again?
I guess they could. It works well versus the Lina as well to break the combo. And we saw the Elder Titan post the Shaker combo from OG. Yeah, I think they're good.
5 seconds remaining. TNC Predators.
Ooh.
Okay, so what I assume, right? The Matu Wind Ranger. We've only really seen it in the mid. Has of course been in the past played as a support. Actually, in the past, didn't Misery used to play it sometimes as support?
Yeah, that
I feel
actually.
like Misery used to play some support Wind Ranger, didn't he? Unless I'm totally talking out my backside. Didn't he?
I mean, Misery's played like every hero.
Yeah, sure.
So.
I think Misery's played some Roman Wind Ranger.
Not the best setup though. Another one that.
But it is
can
a setup.
set up. It can set up, sure. But if
yeah.
you don't get the latch, of course, like it's not. You're not gonna be able to combo it afterwards. So.
I think that might be a Misery Wind Ranger. Or a Kazu Wind Ranger. Offlane Wind Ranger. Can see Kazu trying to bring that one out of the box.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's kind of it just feels like a Wind Ranger pick to me right now. I'm not.
But if it's just a Wind Ranger pick, it's a very early Wind Ranger.
Exactly. I don't see like what it's for again.
I guess they feel that they know that the Lena's mid.
Maybe.
But then if that's the case, Lena does alright against Wind Ranger mid, don't you?
Maybe they want to have some deep push as well.
I guess.
And they have the ET Spirit as well with the Wind Ranger. That those power shots do hit very hard. Not too sure, to be honest with you. As TNC, they'll be the one to grab the Earthshaker and give themselves the setup for their Lena. And ways to break the combos a little bit if Chaos do want to set up with their less Shrek stuns. Yeah, I really thought that Chaos would probably take one of those heroes to set up a little bit easier for themselves. But
maybe they get some setup here. What other sort of big setup plays are there?
They're banned.
Yeah.
The Ogre, the SD, and the Sand King seem like the top 3.
5 seconds remaining.
What about a good old-fashioned Kezu Legion Commander?
I guess one of the other ones.
He loves his Legion Commander. He used to, at least. Used to play it a lot.
I'm thinking one more along the lines for like the support, because now it's like I just don't know where this Wind Ranger is going, because they have the ET, which we've been seeing played mostly on the 5, so I'm assuming it's Misery on that one, because then it's
I guess you think so, right?
So then Wind Ranger is likely gonna be Milan then.
But I think you're right. It probably is mid. It's just a little weird that it's shown right now.
Yeah.
I guess this is as you said. You know, they think the Lena's mid, so they're like that's the matchup.
Oh! You were right about the Legion. Oh! Wow.
Now that's not good if you're picking the heroes that I'm suggesting.
What do you mean? You got the other ones earlier too. You got the Voids and the
Void
ODs
win the game?
and the Snipers.
I can't remember who won that game. No, the Void lost that game.
The Void ended up losing the game. He did suggest it.
I did suggest it. I didn't say it was good. I didn't say it was good. I just said Kezu likes to play it.
What I'm seeing right now is a lot of nuke coming out from Chaos. Wave Clear and nuke is definitely coming into play here. ET Spirit, Legion Command nuke.
And it is a setup.
It is
when you hit the level 6 and you have a Blink Dagger. But it is a setup.
It's not the best setup. It's not a natural one. I still want a more natural one, but it's not. I don't think they have the position now that we'll be able to do it. So I think the Slash is going to be a little troublesome to land the spell combos, but we will see. For TNC.
What are you saying? Is this a Tim Shaker or a Cuckoo Shaker?
Ooh. Probably Tim's.
Alright. Alright.
Actually.
Oh, no, I'm feeling the Cuckoo Shaker.
I'm kind of feeling the Cuckoo Shaker too, actually.
Whatever happened to the Tim's Earth Spirit? There's no reason why not.
Oh.
Well, they're going to go for some dirt.
Ooh, that's dirty.
Arc Warden.
I like it. I like it.
Arc Warden is here.
Arc Warden also. Legion Commander doesn't have funny versus Arc Warden. You know why?
We just bubble.
You bubble the target that's dueled.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and Legion Commander can't win the duel unless he gets burst by other people that are focusing firing, which can happen. But yeah, the bubble versus the duel is a pretty nice one, unless it's the Arc Warden, of course, that does get duel. But then you pop, if you have a Tempest, you can of course protect yourself with the bubble too.
5
Okay.
seconds remaining.
Oh no. Chaos Final Ban. Gabby's the Arc Warden player, right?
Good question, actually. Do they both?
I think Gabby's the one that plays it more.
TNC Predators turn to
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Final Ban's going to be the Ember Spirit, so yeah, assuming there's going to be Gabby. Gabby, Arc Warden, Narmel. Still to pick for TNC.
Yeah.
It's TNC's final ban. Look at the Chaos's lineup. You would imagine. I think
they still need VT Faded's hero,
I think it's got to be right.
It has to be VT Faded's hero.
Yeah, but it could be
Mid-Lash.
Could be
Wind Ranger
could be
support.
safe lane Lash. Faded is definitely sort of player who would play a safe lane Lash.
That's fair. They can still flex the Lash rack between the two roles.
And then, so I think Wind Ranger Elder Titan is your support combo, and you're waiting for at least the middle of the safe lane.
So yeah, Gabby, Arc Warden, Armel, Lina, and then they just need the Cuckoo off lane, or they're flexing the Earthshaker as well. So both teams,
Earthshaker could
we've
be
seen it
Cuckoo.
so much, right? Yeah,
Well,
either one.
TNC is going to be the first to reveal with their final pick.
Yep.
And we'll also see what TNC is the most scared of.
They're probably thinking the same as us. Like, is this Leshrac safe lane? Don't they want to carry the tradition? Like, don't they want a traditional carry hero? Something to scale?
I mean, the Void is
there.
The Void is there, and that is Faded's hero, and it's very good with the ET.
The Void's the one that's standing out for me because they have the ET and the Wind Ranger. But they actually they ban the Spectre. That's the other one that can get into the back lines onto the Arc Warden. So I'd imagine Chaos goes for their Void.
TNC for what I said, we imagine Armel, because Gabby should be playing the Arc.
Yeah. Which is it going to be for Tim's now?
Or for Tim's.
Right?
Sorry, yeah, Armel's playing the Lina. What am I about?
Yeah.
Well, at least we assume Armel's going to be playing the Lina unless it is a support. But no, yeah, you're right. Should be Armel, Lina. I don't know.
I mean, they could have Tim's, Lina, and then Cuckoo as the Earthshaker, and then it's an they can still move things around.
Well, I Chaos think it's going to be Armel because they banned the Ember as their last ban.
Yeah. What's it going to be? It is the other support. Yep.
It's going to be, in fact, not what Chaos expected.
So, mid Lina, offlane Shaker, and the two supports. Okay. So now they have the combo with the Grimstroke. They have the Lina. What else can the Grim provide for you two here versus Chaos?
10 seconds remaining.
I guess the silence in itself is just
the
nice.
silence feels pretty good
versus
versus
like the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, in particular versus Wind Ranger is nice.
Stop her from running around.
Also not bad versus ET.
Yep.
Mid stomp, get a Phantom on you. I was just comfortable with this hero. That's probably what that's their pressure. That's their pressure lane too, right? The Earthshaker plus the Grimstroke. So it's probably just asking Tim's like, what do you want to play with Earthshaker? And this is probably the one that he was like, yep, this fits well. So now Chaos.
You know where you go, Matu Visage.
We haven't had like any. We've had a couple, but not that many.
Pretty hot in the hero.
Is it the Void? Yeah, it's the Void. It had to be.
Faded Void. Yeah. All right, so
it was the last one that was left. It fits well with the Elder Titan.
And it is the Misery Wind Ranger.
Okay.
As I said, it's something that I remember seeing a long time ago.
Yep.
Misery Wind Ranger.
Okay.
But they do get the Void. That's definitely going to be what they wanted. It's
Yeah.
the Void ET. It is what Chaos wanted to drop in there. They are trusting the Kazu Legion commander. It is what I believe he's got an insane amount of games on his Legions. It's one that he plays a lot. At least used to play a lot in his pubs.
TNC had to have expected this, right? So they banned out the Spectre and they picked the Grimstroke. So Grimstroke works well versus Void. So the silence and everything. This is why it's making sense.
TNC definitely would rather play against the Void than the Spectre.
Yep, because they have
there's no way they forgot about the Void when they're playing against VT Faded. They know that the Void was going to be there.
And when they're playing versus an Elder Titan lineup, right? ET Void, we've seen this a couple times now at this tournament too. You have to be expecting that when their carry is the last pick. So yeah, that's why we're seeing the Grimstroke picked up then, as that silence to play and also to pressure the Void. Okay.
Well, let's see
how it goes.
If Chaos have got it in them. They desperately need a win. They may already be kind of screwed anyway. I don't know what the situation is. It wasn't great. It's 1-10 probably for them now in the groups.
They're 1-10. The next team above them is 4-9, I believe.
So if we do the maths,
they have to win all their games, and the other team needs to lose. I think it's.
And
Liquid.
Then maybe it's a tiebreaker, right?
I'm not sure. I think if Liquid wins their next game, they might actually have no way back in it. I have to relook at the whole brackets and everything and all that, but Chaos need all the wins.
They cannot afford to lose this one.
They cannot lose this one. They need every single game a win for them to not be at the bottom of the group.
But it's going to be hard. I think you got to favour TNC's lineup going into this one because I'm seeing some of these heroes. I'm seeing a support Wind Ranger. I'm seeing an offlane Legion commander. I'm saying it's 2019. These heroes aren't likely to work in these roles. There's a reason why nobody else is doing this. Nobody else would play this.
They still have good. They have good team fight though. The Void and the ET. I've seen this pretty much win games by itself. Okay. They have the amplification for the Leshrac as well. So I can see what Chaos is going for here. But TNC, they've got comfort all across the board. They've had Ayo on his Chen that he's been really, really solid on. He's going to pick up what I expect, those 4 Centaur Coursers in the mid-game, and I look at Chaos's lineup, and they're very magic damage based.
I don't think so. Could be worse.
So we'll see how it all plays out.
Wait, no,
Here we go. Getting ourselves into game 2 of TNC versus Chaos. Chaos desperately needing a win if their TI dreams are to stay alive. TNC themselves, of course, very hungry for that win to get themselves a chance of going for the upper bracket going into the main event. And after that Game 1 performance, every reason to believe that it's going to be the uphill struggle for Chaos.
And we see they're doing the same exact thing as last game. TNC, they send 4 heroes toward the top side. They send the Chen bottom, pre-skilling that Divine Favor immediately. Sits inside the trees, being ready to swap the lanes around. Cuckoo, VT faded. We know that we've seen that they're good friends. Already mentioning it back and forth to each other in the wall chat. Just gonna give each other some high fives.
Oh no.
Oh no, he
dug up a stasis trap.
Oh, now Tim's though. Tim's is like, no more funny business, guys.
Flexing there.
Puts on the question mark spray, of course, with that Grimstroke taunt. And here we go.
The pings out there. One of them put down a picture of a lady, and then the other one put down a picture of them with a lady. So sort of saying, well, that's nice. I'm actually with one. So that's just, it feels bad. Let's go. See what they've got in themselves this game. Chaos again. A game where we're really very much seeing them go towards these heroes that you know they just.
Oh, Gabby!
Play.
He gets hit. He was divine favored. Misery actually breaks it.
Just cancel it.
He had the ward there in the lane. He's actually able to break the recall down toward the bottom. Or sorry, the rapture toward the bottom lane that AU was doing. So it's actually going to force the TP from Gabby.
All right.
Nice,
and we'll see. Well, we'll see then with that. Did Chaos TP themselves? Because they're like, well, the favor play didn't work, so we can now have the chance to TP and swap.
I think they're okay with this lane anyway. Guess who's going to build the pressure? Just ends up wasting the TP is the big thing. I think if they just wanted to do it freely, and when Gabby's up top, he can make sure that they guarantee the runes. So they don't need to switch lanes. I think Chaos is just fine down here. that was so funny though. Like the lane ward, he just walks up and pokes him and breaks it. We'll see how mid lane goes. How Matumben's able to do versus Armel. As we've seen, the Lina has been able to do quite well versus the Lash, as the base damage and that range advantage is there for the Lina. 70 range advantage, of course, and quite a lot of base damage. It's like a solid 15 damage on Lina.
Armel Lina sort of up there with his TAs
in
terms of mids that he just cracks out again and again and again.
Oh, Tim's. Yeah, as a sentry ward now, he brought one up toward top. They actually used the courier first. Probably expecting that lane ward is there with Misery walking up and just breaking that breakdown toward the bottom lane. So yeah, see if Misery can actually secure the farm for the Void here.
So much pressure Kezu can put on these two down bottom.
It's pretty tough always to pressure any type of Chen lane. But maybe, if they can actually get some type of camps here. Nope, they're both actually blocking each other's camps. So other Titan, as we know, you want to be able to stack up that hard camp so you can use your Spirit, that damage that does rack up. But AU is blocking that one, but at the same time, Milan is blocking the small camp as well to make sure that he won't get any of those creeps. Milan will get a Arcane Rune at least there in the time being. AU will at least keep tabs of him, and he's also looking for a creep as this Chen right now. And he's going to find a pretty good one, the Mana Burn creep. That's Satyr Mindstealer. And yeah, mid lane, Armel really taking over here. 13-5 to the 7-1 of Matumbeman right now.
Quite a difference at the moment. And unlikely to really get any help towards that mid lane with the way the side lanes are being held with these dual lanes.
And unlikely for it to get too much easier. Like Matumbeman can start spamming the level 2 lightning to get the last hits and all that, but Lina always will be able to deny and get the harassment back forward.
Just trying to juke out around these pools that are being made, getting the most out of this lane.
Yeah. Does feel like the Wind Ranger not able to really secure the farm very well up toward the top lane right now. Versus the Grimstroke as well as that Earthshaker. They're able to trade quite a lot onto the Void here as Matumbeman does get aggressive. No, quickly push that one away though, as he does have his salve as well as backpacking those nodes really quickly, popping the mango. Quick and efficient.
Top lane.
Stop! They have the damage. Not quite.
Not quite. There's more pressure onto Faded.
Yeah, they're not letting him really last hit too freely though. Every time he walks up, he gets Enchant Totem by the level 2 Aftershock. Now they're even popping the aggressive glyph here as they have this quad range creep here under the tower. And they're just trying to mess with VT Faded last hits here, denying all these range creeps. Just continuing that harasses. They missed that one there, but we'll continue the harasses. Misery. Misery's dropping low. Tims will force the mango.
As you say, Misery not really able to do too much in terms of apply pressure. It's just a lot of only just being able to be a distraction and having to run away.
Yeah.
He's unable to do anything offensive on these early levels as a Whim Ranger.
Most lanes with Voids aren't going to be very defensive anyway, so he's trying to make him farm, but yeah, now VT Fade is actually out of regen, as well as Misery out of regen up here too, and they still have quite a bit here for Tims and Cuckoo, so they're definitely got a bit of a win up there. Mid lane, like we said, Armel, yeah, 22-13, 11-4, continuing to be.
That's a bit of a dumpstering.
Yep, and he's just he's prioritizing on the lane phase too. He had the bottle queued up, but he's like, I'm just gonna continue because I know how well I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna bring some mangoes and a salve out and just continue to apply this pressure here. We see some players really do this. It hurts your economy a little bit, so sure he's 25-15.
But you're so
it'll be a little
ahead,
bit
right?
lower, but you're so far ahead. Yeah, you keep applying that pressure. And Milan has also been kind of camping the runes too, so. Milan will be setting up stacks for his team in the meantime, so he will be having two double stacks, actually a triple stack and a double stack in that triangle at the moment here, as he doesn't get one of them initially.
This mid lane just continuing to be a bit of a nightmare for Masu bottom. Kezu is going to go for the TP out. We'll make it before that Spark Wraith comes out and hits him.
Might have been okay anyway. Still have a decent chunk of health, but yeah. Good TP. We'll be able to get away. Cuckoo. Continuing to apply pressure up here. Definitely a kill lane that they can look to threaten onto Faded. They didn't put any points in the Phantom? They did. So, there we go.
Shackle.
Matama Man, he's
That's
actually
the
being brought
setup.
up here.
That rotation will get them first blood.
Very nice.
Chaos. That's the setup that we were looking for. Misery's shackle shot, setting up for an easy kill for Matu to be a part of.
Yeah, I like that move from Matama Man. So he's like, I'm not doing very well in my mid matchup right now versus this Lina, so I gotta start helping out my side lanes because the Void wasn't either having the best time. BT Fade is securing more last hits now. And Milan constantly checking the runes. That's the third rune that he's actually made sure to secure for his team. So Matama Man will be the one who gets it.
Mid lane, as you say, it's just if Timberman comes back towards it, but he has to be careful. 6 online, Laguna Blade is available. Armel walking up to the high ground. He's going to try and make the attempt onto him here, and with the Laguna, it's close. Won't quite kill him though. Matu will survive.
They didn't connect with the stroke of fate. Tims was just too short with it there. If he does connect, for sure kill there. Shackle does connect. They pop the glyph too.
Not enough damage between the two of those to get that kill.
VT Faded. Has to jump away.
So certainly has to be careful. There was a fissure and a stroke available. Backs out of the lane. Kezu's getting a lot of farm down bottom.
Yeah, he actually is quite a bit ahead here of that Arc Ward, and he's not actually being pressured.
He's got that duel too, so we'll see if there's any sort of rotation to maybe set up for an early,
I
early duel attempt.
Matama Man can make his move down here. Right now he's farming the stacks that they were provided for him earlier to get just his next item and a couple more levels first. But I could definitely see him make a move down bottom. There's a scan coming out. The duel is hitting.
So they get the kill in time. They won't quite get it. They do get the kill eventually.
Okay.
Kill's a kill. Doesn't matter about the duel damage early on. You're just getting that Arc Warden out of the lane and really keeping that pressure onto Gabby, who did have a slow start.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that they'd have to bring the Leshen onto that, but just with Milan and Kezu, there's enough damage. He did not have the Chen anywhere near him during that, as Ayu is actually going for some deep smoke action to get some wards. One of them will be immediately countered, as he was kind of expecting just non-stop stacks happening in this area. Milan will notice it any second now. Tango it up.
I'm out. He's looking for that rotation top to try and make something happen with Tims and Cuckoo.
Misery's set up in the mid lane too. He's already behind the tower. Looking to try to set up for something here onto Gabby. Tumberman as well. Dancing forward, the ward did spot him
Has the Arcane Rune.
Yep.
In a bottle Matu, so he's certainly got the full combo to go.
The ward saw him though. Gabby does have that ward vision that saw the Leshrac pushing in forward. He's already preparing the Spark Rates over on that right side, but Misery, he's looking at him.
Also having the ET in the neighborhood. Try and get on top of Gabby, but he's going to have backup coming in. Tims is going to TP over. Make sure that Gabby's safe to continue to hit the creeps underneath the tower without the threat of Chaos trying to dive him.
And Misery will get a D-ward out of that though. You'll know from the movement that, movement that Gabby had. That is for sure where it was. Misery also moved to D4, down 2. Now Cuckoo getting beat on here. Still pretty tanky.
TNC, they keep moving Armel up and down the map. Armel's still trying to find a bit of action onto one of the cores with his Laguna Blade, but as it is, Chaos are playing very smart.
Yeah, Misery and Milan
staying safe.
very sneaky. They've gotten both of the deep wards down onto those cliffs actually at this 9-minute mark. So we'll have to keep tabs of wherever people are making moves around the map.
There they go, they'll try and get onto Faded now. Fisher into the light strike. They've got the perfect lockdown, and with the Laguna, they certainly got the damage. They get the kill. Misery will TP in. He gets the shackle onto the 2 of them,
Misery.
but he's heavily outnumbered. The only one to come up towards the top lane, and it was after they'd already lost the Void. Milan wants to try and turn things. The Stomp will catch one of them, but there's the leash out onto the 2 of them. They'll chase this one down as well, TNC. Light strikes out. They're trying to run. The Fisher catches both of them. They've lost Milan as they TP in one by one towards that top lane, and they feed one by one in that top lane.
They really want to prioritize defending this tier 1 tower, but yeah, the way they TP'd in, Misery just gets caught out. VT faded. We'll at least defend the tower for here, for now. 2 runes for 2. Chaos will be able to at least get the 2 down there from a tumble.
Fader's got a Chrono, and Kesu has got a duel.
Yeah, they don't have damage to throw inside of it, though, at all. These 2 do not provide the most right now. They need one of those other... They need pretty much a Last Strike, I think, to be provided to be able to dish out that damage right now. Do they have the level 6s coming out either? No. Milan, eat the tome, still not level 6. Once he has Splitter, then they can look to set up Chrono plays pretty easily. As now, mid lane.
There's the collapse in. Set up the shackle. Matu has the damage. Gabby falling low and taken out. TP's coming. Can they get a trade kill? Fisher's out onto the 2 of them from Cuckoo. He's got the stun control onto Misery. Echo Slam drop down to clean up the Wind Ranger, and Armel and Tims from the sidelines finish off Matu. They'll lose Gabby, but they'll take the favorable trade. TNC getting 2 kills in return.
Their supports are having a really good time on the side of TNC2. Tims, he eats the tome. He's already level 7. And AU decides... AU actually... Oh, wow. Never mind. Tims did not eat the tome. Sorry. Tims is level 7 naturally without a tome. And they gave the one to Cuckoo on the Earthshaker, and they gave it to AU on the Chen. So Tims incredibly high level on this Grimstroke in this game already.
Just with that play up top and play mid, he's just got himself involved in a good amount of kills. 2-0-2.
Yeah.
Getting into the action, Tims.
Looking to set up for more here, too. BT faded. Has to be careful.
Fader's got the Chrono.
Armel is prepared here inside the tree lines. Dips up, getting hit by a couple spells here. BT faded, jumps forward.
He's going to go for this kill.
He's just actually going to throw the Chrono for this one here.
Don't know if that was necessary, but the kill's a kill.
He was
probably if he prayed to the RNGesus and went for the bashes, one bash would have done it. Maybe even without the bash, he would have had it. But hey, they just wanted to secure the kill.
They can't turn it into a tower, though.
No
objective being taken from that there.
It's just a support that Chrono was used for. He's going to try and jump in towards the Lina. They get the stomp, but of course now there's no Chrono, so this isn't really going to be a kill they can go for.
Top duel comes out. Cuckoo, who's also a follow-up TP coming in from BT faded. Cuckoo. Looking in a lot of trouble here. There's a Hand of God to save him. He's got phase boots and bottle charges, but
if they get a bash, they've got him.
If they do, they might still have him anyway. There's still a lot of chase down. There's no reaction coming out to help him either from the rest of TNC.
Cuckoo's still walking it off. Kezu's trying his best with the body blocks. He's going to have Fisher up in a second. Does have stick charges. Another W.
Oh my god.
He's going to walk out.
He's actually going to walk
Cuckoo says goodbye.
Whoa, whoa.
Toodaloo.
Give some credit to the support. AU with the Hand of God.
The Hand of God was nice, but Cuckoo there just walking it off.
Yeah, he played that super well there. Having that max aftershock, those stuns constantly coming out.
Trying with that duel. Cuckoo's outplays him.
Mel?
Oh.
Cuckoo.
Do it.
And Cuckoo there again.
Cuckoo. Making the magic happen.
Yeah. Who are they bringing toward top? They're bringing Cuckoo top as well. They want to set up for Kezu. Might not be expecting this one as now he does, as you know, they're shaking up here in front of him. But they want to make sure that Cuckoo's farming the lane up here. So he TP'd bottom to ensure a kill, and now he goes back to that top lane from that nice rotation of AU. So he was just moving his teammates around the map efficiently and not having to waste their gold. 1k gold, less than 1k gold lane.
It's close, but you would imagine at this pace, TNC's lineup is going to crawl ahead with the double Midas on Arc. There's no Midas quite yet for Faded. He's close. 300 gold and he'll get it.
Chaos does have a Matama Man who's very farmed though. With those boots of travel, he can move around the map also to be pressuring lanes quite easily. He can set up for some kills too.
He's really recovered from that sort of first 7 minutes of laning.
He saw him. He saw Tim's there for a second. The Phantom though, level 3, gets put onto Matama Man. Quick TP out.
And Milan tried for the setup, but Mama with the Yules was able to stop the combo from catching him. 14 minutes again, a sort of a slow-paced start in terms of kills between these two teams. Just 6 for 4.
I'm just watching AU with his creeps farming the enemy jungle. He's actually taking the entire enemy jungle. He's farmed it like 4 times now. Look at this. Look how fast they actually clear the camps. He has the Alpha Wolf. Look at the damage.
Getting that gold.
52 plus 47 on these satters.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. Is he going to cut the creep wave?
He's going to farm a creep wave.
I mean, they're pinging it out. Kezu's like, all right, I'm sick of this.
Oh, no. Think of the animals. AU's army slowly dies.
It denies one.
Denied.
Oh, he actually gets spawned.
AU says Kez who? As he denies the creeps in front of Kezu's face.
Oh my god. That was great. As the bounty runes will spawn, they're set up on top here. Matama Man also. Cuckoo. Gotta get caught.
He's grabbed it, but he will die for this one.
Oh, yes.
And Kezu finally gets that dual damage he's been hunting for. We'll get the plus 10.
Oh, AU. That was good. Who else got those?
He's got to build his army back up again, though.
Yeah.
Casualties were occurred.
Yep. 2 for 2 bounties. TNC will be at least able to get that exchange, even though they lose Cuckoo. Steps up a bit far, but will back away. They're trying to just make space, right? Gabby getting all the farm in the world. VT faded as well. Got the same exact build queued up as each other. And Matamba trying to put the pressure onto the mid lane. He will get the tower. Armel set up, but the Chrono's there.
He's got it onto Armel, but there's a lot of backup.
He walked into the Chrono, Matu!
He walked into the Chrono. He walked into the Chrono. Faded is stunned up. Will be saved by Kezu. Faded's going to be able to get out of there, but they don't get a kill. Well, TNC get a kill with the Chrono. They get Matu.
VT Faded gets silenced up now too. 3 hits on the Phantom. They get the Yules now set up, and now, nope, that light strike away missed.
Oh, again, Kezu will save him.
Oh.
Kezu again will provide the safety to allow Faded to get out of there, but that. Oh, not every day you want to use the Chrono and the Chrono. Well, not intentionally Chrono his teammates. Matu walked into it.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get the last.
Kezu's on form. He's getting those dual damages now. It's another plus 10 for Kezu.
Yeah, I mean, like Matu, he got silenced. I think he got hit by the Phantom
but
as well,
he
but he just walked right into that Chrono.
He definitely walked into that one. We'll maybe see a replay, but there might be more action going on. So
I mean, he definitely just walked in.
It's just funny to see.
No. Blink Dagger Cuckoo. Armel now twice, though, with the Yules. Yules, and he mistimes the Light Strike Array 2 times in a row. Matamba Man, they've got this ward vision, so they saw these rotations. Misery is spotted by Cuckoo. He's got the enchant totem. They've got the damage. Do they have enough to bring down Armel, though? They do. They have the stop. And now Matu.
Matu's back.
Oh. Lots of gold going his way. 532. Looking to try to maybe catch some more here. Cuckoo does get hit there by the Edict.
Oh.
And now Cuckoo.
Matu. He's looking for a second as he got the damage. He's running out of mana. He won't quite have Cuckoo. A little too tanky with the bracer.
Yeah, he actually didn't hit a couple of those Pulse Novas. He wasn't actually close enough to be able to get the damage ticks off onto that Curse Shaker there. Might have actually survived anyway, but missed a couple of those. He also put the 2 points in the Pulse Nova. Costs a lot more mana. We usually see players prioritize getting the talent as well as maxing your other abilities before you go for that second point.
Comes up to the high ground here. Looking for action. He's hunting down AU. AU's going to bring in Cuckoo. And Faded will be able to get the Time Warp back out. There's mass TP's coming in. Chaos have to get out of there. Gabby's in with the Tempest double. They've got the Soulbind onto the two of them. They're chasing the Cuckoo. He's in with a slam. Gets both of them. Double kill for Tims. As both Matumberman and Faded, the position 1 and position 2 of Chaos are just wiped out of the game.
And they're standing on top of each other too. They just get quickly executed.
No, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. Cuckoo just making a mockery out of them.
Stop. We'll connect on Cuckoo though. They might be able to turn this one into a duel. He is stunned during it, so no moment of current procs. Still will get the duel.
Well, Kazu's he's getting these duels. He is getting these duels, Kazu.
Yep, 2-0 and 2 now on Kazu. Level 13 as well.
Yep.
So all three of their cores are quite farmed here. As we will see this replay here, we see the Phantoms come out on both, and here's the beautiful Echo. And of course the Phantoms getting the double kill. The Phantom, the Ren damage, actually getting Tim's the double.
And you don't see that often. Sort of just the soul bind, the catching out both the mid lane and the safe lane, just out alone from the rest of the team. That sort of positioning, it doesn't happen, but it did there.
That's where it's like, uh-oh, we're actually having to maybe get some early BKBs because of all this setup that TNC does have, as I see Matumba Man queues it up immediately after that fight happens, and it looks like VT Fate is actually gonna go for it after the Maelstrom still, at least, so he will go for that farming tool, as he does still need that quite desperately. All of Chaos is spotted under this ward here, and it will get de-warded quickly though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Kezu positioned around top. He's looking for Armel. Armel used the stun, but has the Yules, and the TPs are gonna start coming in now. Kezu. Will TNC be able to actually close this one? The stun off the mark. Kezu will be just fine as Matumba Man pressures bottom.
And he's getting this tier 2. With the Edict, that will be still a very quick tier 2 timing. They'll find the Tempest double, and they should be able to farm this.
Yep.
Plus 240 gold for Matumba Man, keeping him at the top of the net worth. Still, even in gold, just less than just a 1k lead for TNC, 10 to 8 at 20 minutes in. As Chaos still have that very deadly combo to hunt out action with the Chrono and the ET.
They always will have that crazy amount of team fight coming in, but TNC, they also do have absurd team fight, and they do have Gabby. Just, you know, he is farming at a good pace. He has died twice, but he's got the full Mjolnir finished up. He's gone for just straight from. He doesn't even have boots. Just Mjolnir Midas.
And Tim's, of course, just very high level.
It's going to be a lot up to just the initiations in this game, right? It's going to be who has the vision, who can get those quick jumps off first, or who can get those silences. Because if they do jump and they do get caught by silence or something like that, yeah. Gabby, he's giving up more gold.
Yeah, feeding up another double, or is he? Yes, he is. Yeah, Matu will be able to take it just before it times out.
I mean, those add up. That's 480 right there.
Yeah, in the matter of a minute. That's a big gold boost for Matu.
Kezu now having a full BKB for himself, not opting to go for the catching. He wants to be able to just be that team fighter for his team too. Always going to be nice versus all that magic damage that TNC mostly does have.
Yeah, but if he BKBs duels, pretty much any of the heroes on TNC, he's very likely to win the duel.
Yep. Unless there's a bubble.
Unless the bubble.
Unless
yeah,
the bubble
is the bubble is the big factor.
Yeah.
If Gabby can keep himself or his teammates safe with the placement.
Gabby will continue to pressure this mid tower here. He's got the magnetic field. He's got the illusion too beating on it this time. Or the double, sorry.
And even with, I guess, a Fisher as well, right? If you can get the line down the middle between the two dueling heroes, you can split them apart. Or will he be able to still reach over and hit him?
I guess if he perfectly do use. Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, sure. There's a
just
couple different things.
apart.
Sure. Alright, so I haven't seen that one actually too often as Wind Rangers. He takes the -2 second Shackle Shot cooldown over the 3 mana regen.
So what does that bring the Shackle Shot cooldown down to? 8 second cooldown?
8 from 10.
Yeah.
It's not that significant. But I actually have never seen people take that down. Don't see too much Wind Ranger.
But then when he gets 25, and he has the cooldown reduction as well.
Yeah.
That's what he's playing for.
Long game.
That's what he's playing for.
I mean, he's
like a
support
5.5 second cooldown.
He's not feeling like he's spending that much mana anyway, right? He doesn't need a 30 mana regen as this support. Gabby, can you push out the lanes? This Tempest double will not die. This one is just going to be very nicely to push that one out. Top lane, they want Matumba.
You've got the setup.
They've got the setup. Ooh, that was actually Armel's.
Wait, no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Armel.
Maybe he thought they wanted to disengage because of how close it was to a tower. That's what it's looking like. As all of Chaos did make the rotation over. How many TPs was that? 1, 2, 3. At least 3 TPs coming out from Chaos.
I mean, I guess maybe Armel did make the right call. He said, we're not going for this. We're getting out of it.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste any more time trying to kill him because they would certainly have lost some heroes for it. So Armel actually with the sensible plan.
Yeah, just being careful. As they are setting up for top though. They want to keep this tier 1 tower alive as long as possible, as Cuckoo is going to be the one to smoke up and look for a jump. They're actually pinging out Tim's here on that left side, so they are expecting them to be positioned there, and they're going to be careful, maybe smoke up themselves and do a wraparound.
Smoke on smoke here.
They've got BKB also finished on Matumba Man too. So BKB on 2 of their cores.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They did have the creep that was being sent out by
Got Midas.
being Midas, yeah. So they'll know that something's coming out round here.
Armel, he's the one spotted. The shackle shot does not connect in between those trees. Okay, that I don't think it was probably going to connect there.
TNC right through. There'll be a silence onto Kezi. Kezi's just going to pop the BKB.
AU.
Go for the easy dual target. Get himself another dual victory. Faded has managed to get the Chrono down onto the back lines to catch out Tim.
And
So they'll get the 2
Cuckoo.
supports. They'll look to jump forward onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo drops a Fisher. Trying his best to walk away, but the shackle shot from Misery catches him out. Chaos. They'll take the 3 of them.
Very nice heads up smoke there, getting that wraparound. Even though they've Midas the creep, they still were able to catch with the stomp there, getting AU in the beginning and getting that
this
duel.
will open up a chance for Roche. They're going
Yep.
to move straight to the Roche pit. Chaos.
Immediately TNC drew lines to just push out the mid and the bottom lane. I don't know if they're going to contest this one. They have buybacks, but
They're gonna. This one's gonna go the way of Chaos.
this one looks like it is.
This Aegis is theirs. 5 minutes in as well. We'll see. Yeah, should be just a 2 for 2. Chaos not likely to get down towards those bottom rings. Midland's gonna start TPing. Maybe you can try and contest now. It'll be hard with Armel around.
No, don't go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, but Matumbaman now having the Aegis ready to go for the next few pushes.
Yeah, they're gonna have, like we said, those BKB timings coming in. I believe VT Fade is about to have he's gonna be having his very, very soon. Kezu had that first item, BKB, now has the blink, and Matumbaman too. So yeah, triple BKB is gonna be coming out versus the TNC lineup, who are mostly magic damage.
It feels a little similar to sort of the start of game 1, right? You know, Chaos, they're the ones to be getting these early objectives, early tier 2 towers, you know, taking the tier 2 down bottom before the 20-minute mark, getting the Roshan in their favor. It is close, very even on the net worth, but Chaos definitely having that sort of slight lead in momentum in this early game.
And they've got that deep ward down that they placed after taking this tower. So they're watching all of these moves by TNC right now. They're just watching them walk right through it.
As he's
Kezu,
hunting,
he's
BKB,
looking for it. Yep.
He's found Armel, he'll go for the duel. He's got enough procs to get the kill in time. He won't get it straight away. Kuka's already died though. Hanagok gets popped. Armel trying to run away. One more light strike. Will hop back Kezu, but he dies to the AoE damage from Matsu. They get the 2 kills. They'll turn towards the Tempest double. They'll pick that up as well. Chaos again.
All because of this ward right there that they have right next to Kezu. They saw 3 heroes walking in. 2 of them went to the right afterwards, and only Cuckoo as well as Armel ended up going upwards. Cuckoo actually, I think, blinked in to try to go for something there and gets caught out as Armel also gets gone on. Kezu finding the duel.
Finding these objectives, it really does seem to be going at the same pace that Chaos was able to set in game 1.
Yeah. Now Tim's, he's just getting gone on. He showed his face. He was too close.
They get the kill behind the
This guy
tower.
used.
And now they could look to put pressure onto the tier 3. There's 3 dead at the moment on TNC.
And they have the buff ups. Now the BKB is delivered for VT Faded, and they're just pressing. They're doing press the attack as well as the solar crest on him, and he's hitting pretty hard.
Won't quite be able to stick around to finish the tier 3 for now. He's boxing in. The creep wave won't die with the fortification. They'll keep it safe. So Matu gets in, looks towards the Tempest double. They'll try and bring it down before it times out. They won't be able to do so. The timeout is there. Gabby won't feed away the gold this time. Chaos have to back off as the respawns come in from TNC, and the tier 3 will stay alive for now.
They just barely kept it alive with that bubble there that they put on the opposite side. The edict was not enough to bring it down.
And bottom lane, AU with their army was able to finish off the tier 2 tower.
Okay. He's been doing so much split pushing and he's just been doing so much farming with
Just
those
been
creeps.
sending creeps out on their own, and it's been working for AU.
Yep.
That tier 3 tower just about 1 hit away from going down on the top lane.
Yeah, big moment there for Chaos, for sure.
With that Aegis getting these plays done, and obviously still having that Aegis to make more of these plays.
Yeah, they're still set up for top. Look at this. They are looking to go for Tim's. If he steps up too far,
He's stepping
VT
forward.
Faded. He's thinking about it.
At this point, definitely wants to try and save his chrono for the bigger objectives.
Yeah. Gabby is setting up here with this Shadow Blade, with the Mjolnir. Matumba has to be careful how far he pushes out here. They've even brought Armel down. He's boots of travel down.
He's got the BKB.
He's got the BKB.
He can BKB if he feels threatened. I mean, if he gets a chance to use it, there it is. BKB and a quick retreat. We'll get Matu back to safety. TNC won't get the kill for now. See Chaos. Matu's going to go back to base. See where he wants to come back out. The map. He has got the boots to travel. Yeah, ready to use once again if they need him over, and they will send him Straight up towards the top. Dust is there. They want to kill the Tempest double. They'll get it. More
Yep.
more gold.
He's giving so much gold.
He's getting a lot of
Tempest
gold.
doubles, yeah.
Now look to finish off the tier 3 now and try and threaten the racks. Ults available on both sides.
They're going up on that. Pokes the tower once. We'll be able to secure that one.
And Matu's in. To keep on pushing.
Fissure has trapped him here.
The Light Strike, see if they can burst him down the once. Matu standing his ground, silenced up. The damage from the Tempest double, bringing him down low, but he Yules is up. The fish is now gone, so he can walk his way back out to safety, protecting the Aegis.
They might have I mean, AU is split pushing, and he's taking the tower. He's taking the tier 3.
Take Matu once. It's a bit of a bait, though, because now with the BKB, they'll go for the jump.
bubble.
There's the bubble. The bubble, it's keeping Cuckoo more than safe. Matu now is able to drop down the stun. They will kill Cuckoo.
He was taking racks.
Bottom lane!
The Chen!
The Chen!
Can't forget about him. Those creeps, they hit hard. He actually gets the range racks for the
is
team.
just getting so much done with this Chen in this game.
You definitely tip that, man.
He's clowning on them. You do range racks.
You don't expect that. You're like, oh my god, that's right. Holy Persuasion gives damage. Those creeps hit hard.
He gets a range racks before Chaos are able to get a range racks themselves.
Yeah, now they can set up and get these 2 bounty runes as well. Chaos also will be able to get theirs, but yeah, they end up getting the racks before. Buying more time for his team to get more of those items, as it's going to be Gabby going for what looks like to be the Son of Doom build, of course, right? The Orchid into that Nullifier.
Yeah,
and then they can look to set up for
some
those.
of these heroes, like, well, all 3 cores, right? They all rely on getting their BKBs off to have a chance in these fights. So, yeah, once those items are done, Chaos has to be really careful on who they send in first, as someone is going to get totally locked out of the fight, locked out of the game.
They're looking to try to grab something here. They're smoked up. They've got everything available here for Chaos. Cuckoo. This is the likely target that they want to try for here. Cuckoo. Oh. They saw him here for a second. Doesn't quite get caught by the stomp. The phase boots with that movement speed talent. Enough for him to get away from that spirit.
And now you continue to take objectives with the
Gabby.
With the army,
this time.
and of course the Tempest doubles a little bit of extra help. They get a shrine.
Look at that win probability. It's like in the Void ET combo.
I do feel Dota Plus does doubt TNC quite a bit. It's in a lot of games where it's like, nah, and it's like, okay, we'll see.
Maybe that's
Oh, sure, you know, Chaos, I mean, it's even in net worth. I don't know where do you think he gets that 75% off? I guess they've taken more tier 2 towers, Chaos?
They've got in more map control, and they have like 3 cores farming wall, where their Shik is kind of behind
It's
a little
more top heavy.
And they have a Void. It loves Void.
Yeah.
It does love the Void. Matu will step up, take a decent chunk of damage here. Doesn't want to have to pop the BKB here just for a Tempest double. As they clean this one up in time, and they will.
More gold. For honestly, Matu's made, well, nearly 2K
2,000 gold. Just, yeah, I think 1,500 at least, about, or 1,400, 13 something. Like, it's close. Unless we didn't see one of the Tempests that died. Yeah. Any crazy amount of gold.
Still yet to sort of see a big chrono play be able to come out from Faye, did they?
Yeah.
Been able to find a jump with this, playing very, very cautiously.
Doesn't want to waste it. I mean, it's very important for him. He is the team fight for the team. Sure, they have the ET, but he's the setup. If he misses a chrono, it could be absolutely devastating for them. As Agadim's now finished up on the Earthshaker, so easier for him to try to set up here as the double. Again, just Milan this time beats it down with that Solar Crest plus the press the attack.
They have moved the whole team down here, Chaos, to just try and get this lane pushed all the way back out, because it has constantly been pushed right up to their racks by TNC with both AU and Gabby's plays.
Milan is starting to get really farmed as well on this ET. He's getting close to a BKB, and that's like the dream item. When you get ET with Solar Crest, well, Solar Crest is usually like the dream one, like the one you need, but BKB is a dream because you can just stick on top of targets, and then you can actually apply that armor reduction and that amplification for the rest of your team. Natural order. Nice spell.
Gabby, Naive.
Is that all? Did they use all 10 sentries? Look at it. Look at TNC's map right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sentries down on the map currently. 10 actually, including the one on the far right, I believe. So 10 sentries are used at the moment. Unless they have some banked. That's all of them.
Time to get the dust.
Actually, I never really see that many. Look how spaced out they are, bro. Nicely.
Wait, not the swarm on about. It's just for the D-wards, right? No one's got invis.
No, no one's got invis. Just for the D-wards. He
I
really wants
wanted
to cover.
I think Faded earlier did queue up a Shadow Blade. Oh,
Yeah,
it's Kezu, sorry, was getting the Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Kezu's got a Shadow Blade now.
Yeah, he just wants to control this whole area. It's all about that, like, when you're Radiant, it's controlling this area.
Hiding in the
those things
trees, Cuckoo and Armel.
Oh, faded. They're gonna jump forward for him.
He's dead.
Yep, and they save themselves their Echo Slam.
He didn't expect that, I guess. I mean, I guess he kind of. He stood there and time dilated nothing. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was. Maybe he just really didn't expect the TNC would be setting up for anything.
Yeah, but what was he trying to time dilate? Sometimes your fingers slip, I guess.
Now they've got their Aghanims finished up on the Lina too, so that nice damage that's actually going to be able to pierce through those BKBs.
Tim's. He
Whoop.
should find him.
Oh, he smoked instead of glimmered.
Oh! The 4-staff to the side will not save him.
So he got the glimmer off instantly. Misery was still in the area with sentries, but he wouldn't have gotten Yules right away. He did just do the smoke as uh-oh. Tempest. Okay, this time it's gonna go down first before.
Keeps getting this split push pressure on. Like, both Gabby and AU have just, between the double and the creep army, have really kept those side lanes pushed out. Gabby's been hunted.
Kezu with Shadow Blade, he does not have the duel available for 20 seconds. He's starting to suspect something's up as Milan will be able to connect the stump.
There's the setup.
The splitter as well.
Matsu's on top of him. Gabby is taken out. A big kill for Chaos as they hunt down the real Arc Warden.
Look how much gold Kezu gets for that too, and the experience changed too. Look at that. That's a lot.
That is a lot of XP. It's sort of pretty much a level for everyone.
Right?
Over half a level for everyone.
It was a Lesh
involved.
and a Legion who are included now, and they got so much. Wow. Now they can go and look for the Roche. Gabby does have buyback available.
They are smoking up and heading over TNC.
There is no splitter. There is still a Chronos field available though for VT Faded.
Are pretty grouped up around this pit. They do have to be careful. Cuckoo is available for the jump. He's going to go for it. He's straight in. There's the setup. There's the slam. He's got the 2. The double Laguna Blade from Armel. Burst them out. Again, Matsu and Faded dying. Bound together for the second time this game.
And they had they didn't set up any vision around the Roche pit area either before they went for
Where's
that.
the vision from Chaos?
They had.
Where is it?
It's on the bottom side. They didn't have any wards set up for that. Cuckoo just freely jumps in.
He just jumps in. Cuckoo sets it all up.
And now it's 60 seconds.
There's no carry void.
There's
no
free
mid lash.
Roche for TNC now.
Oh no, Chaos.
They just spent the gold 2 on Matu. He had bought the Kaya.
And this is a free Roche for TNC because of that. It really is.
They bought both the Kaya as well as the Manta style finished up on the Void, so no buyback on either.
They're actually killing off the EC here in the mid. He's got to back up and we'll be fine. That's Roshan going the way of TNC. Aegis and Cheese is theirs.
They didn't set themselves up enough with the vision. They just didn't have it set up around the area.
They knew that Cuckoo had a blink and an axe, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they knew he had one of them. It's not a surprise. And no hesitation, Cuckoo straight in.
Yeah, they have no vision.
And that Soulbind coming in perfectly to set up that beautiful double Laguna from Armel.
Yeah, really weird to see them not put down like any wards. I know they were smoked, of course, but it's just like having the vision down still is able to use you to, you know, maybe you break the smoke and you're able to react with your BKBs in time with any of your heroes that poke around. But yeah, not having anything available. And now VT Faded, the Nullifier, the Orchid.
Not again. Not again. Faded.
Back-to-back deaths. The immediate death as soon as the Nullifier gets finished up. 55 seconds, no void. TNC have freedom around the map now.
Oh,
okay,
there you go, Kezu. Get some dual damage.
Top though.
Oh, will he get some dual damage? Oh, will he get some dual damage? He's not going to get some dual damage. He'll get the kill. We'll get out of there. Cuckoo's trying to chase him. In fact, sets up the Nullifier. They do get the shackle.
The stomp as well from Milan.
Cuckoo is attached to the double. Cuckoo will be able to jump out with the axe. Gonna try and chase him. Another glimmer onto Cuckoo will allow him to get out far enough to safety. He'll get away. And Gabby continues to put more pressure onto the tier 3 top. Chaos now starting to slip behind, 7k down against TNC. And mistakes very costly from Chaos. Yeah. And still yet to really make a move and a play with this Chrono Sphere. I'm looking for some Chrono action. We're not getting it.
They have to try to hunt for it somehow. You're going to get some more vision down to be able to try to look for this hunting place. They've got the Shadow Blade from Kezu who's giving that information, but yeah, they need to get some like high ground. I know it's getting dewarded a lot, of course, from TNC, but they have to try to make some plays where they use that splitter combo, catching a couple heroes. TNC not really giving them too many chances though, where they are grouped up. Chaos has been like kind of sticking together more as their cores than in comparison, as TNC have been really splitting the map up all over the place.
Quick smoke from TNC, probably just to go on a bit of a scout. It's only the 3 of them, so they do have to be a little careful how they go over Chaos' half of the map.
There's Boots of Travel though on the arc
okay,
warden. He can
true,
always
yeah.
join. As Kezu will be the one who walks up, they get the instant silence on him. He has BKB available, doesn't pop, but gets caught by both stuns, and they're actually just going to be scared.
Go back off. They know there's going to be quick responses. Even though there isn't a tier 2 or a shrine, so not the easiest of ways for Chaos to get over to him, but
yeah,
TNC just playing it safe. They know that they've got the lead, and we could again start to see TNC fall into that similar position that they have been in a lot of the games they've won today, where they just continue to just grow and grow the advantage, and are very good on making sure nowadays that they don't let it slip away.
Faded.
The hunting
He's
top.
hunting for something here. Can he actually set up? Can he get
He's
the chrono on
hit.
both?
Hey,
He does!
there we go. He's caught the 2 of them in the chrono. Do they have the damage though?
The hand of the
They
guy.
don't. He's going to turn towards Armel. Armel uses himself up. Milan getting on top of him with the BKB. He's looking for Armel. Kezu walking in with the blade mail BKB pop. They've taken down Armel the once. They'll surround him. They'll look to do it again, but he's able to get the blink off. Armel's out of there. And Matu bought back for this. That was a chrono and a buyback use. They get the Aegis, but they get absolutely nothing else.
Oh my god.
As TNC are able to walk away, and they get nothing, Chaos. They get an Aegis, but it's just an Aegis.
It looked like the final dream setup for them catching both heroes, but Matama Man actually just dies to the Tempest double, forced to buy back, and then
nothing.
Oh god.
And then nothing.
That's painful here. We're gonna see it again there.
I mean, they try and kill the Shaker.
Look at A who's actually the one hitting him pretty hard, and then that Tempest comes in.
I mean, but you're right again, isn't it? Faded caught Matu in the chrono. I didn't cross. Yeah. Oh, that's the second time Matu's died because of Faded's chronos. They really have it. The chronos this game have hurt Chaos way more than they've hurt TNC.
It does feel like it right now.
Oh dear. You could see the pings from Matu there as well. He's self-pinging himself. He's not going to be feeling too happy about that. Second time this game where Faded has kind of got Matu killed. It's a lot of times we've just seen Faded and Matu sort of die in sort of comical situations.
Yeah.
They've been either soul binded together.
You gotta be careful when you walk up versus that
Matu's
Tempest
caught in
double.
the chrono.
There's a Nullifier Orchid. Kezu?
Oh no.
It's falling apart.
Oh no. Yeah. It is TNC. 13k lead now. It's looking to be their game.
He just killed a core. Double.
He did indeed. He did. He really did, didn't he? He really did, Gabby.
He really did.
He really did. And that's a mid-tier 2. Arm out.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And Gabby having an Arcane Rune as well, so he can just constantly pop these Tempest doubles every single time. Spark rates every 1.4 seconds as well, if he does feel like spamming those out. And he's just sending it in. He's like, alright, who's the next core that I want? He's like, alright, Matama Man's pretty tanky. I'll do some damage to everybody and feed some gold.
I can see the look of the hero damage. 34k. Top hero damage, pretty much top GPM, XPM last hits. Gabby's got it all covered. After a tough start again, Gabby, the man of the recoveries really was sorted on his Lifestealer, on his Sven, on his Arc Warden. It doesn't matter what sort of a start, what sort of a lane you force on this boy. He's gonna turn the game around. He's gonna get himself always in position to make the plays and carry the team through.
And again now, Matama Man. There's the Orchid, there's the Nullifier. He will be protected this time with the Lotus Orb, at least from his teammates.
Double ward timeout before they're able to kill it. There we go. Dota Plus finally able to get behind TNC. Now Gaben can see it.
Yeah, it's believable.
He understands now.
And starting to see the power of the Arc Warden just killing anybody on the sides. Misery was actually the one to be able to... I was wondering who had the Lotus Orb. He's the one with it, so he's the one to be guarding his teammates from the Nullifier as well as that Orchid combo. As bottom, commits the BKB, and that's An easy melee rack set. As the Orchid, the Nullifier, are they going to be there to protect them? They will at that moment of courage.
As long as they're not caught alone, they have got the saves at least, right? They've got the LC. Misery has his Lotus Sword. There's ways to save people. So as long as they stick together as a team, make that teamwork happen. People shouldn't die to the Tempest Double.
Ayu's just farming. I mean, Ayu's a super farm Chen, and he keeps just bringing around Gabby anywhere he wants to be along the map. Either Gabby or his Tempest Double. He's just moving them all over the place. Gabby now, level 25. We've got the 350 spark rate damage with the -2 second cooldown. Let the fun begin.
Watch out for that damage.
Yeah.
Dog.
Okay. Get another double here.
They are getting to farm that one. They are plus 300 for Faded.
But my oh my. Gabby's probably like, I want to one-shot a Roshan too. I'm level 25 Arc Warden. I can do it now.
But how many spark races a day? It takes a lot, right?
It takes like, what was it? It was
how many was it?
It was with a veil.
It's about 30 or 40.
It was like 30 something with a veil when they did it.
Miracle did it.
Yeah, when Miracle did it.
I mean, they don't really need to, right? They can
they
kill
can just
Roche
go right
anyway. It's not like they have to sneak it or go for that sort of cheesy play.
For sure. I mean, it's in the midst of the fights too, just how much the spark rate is. Like that game as well, we saw. I mean, a couple games I saw, the one where no one just died to Remnant, like the spark rates. It is absurd how much they really start dishing. And you just might not notice it. You might just walk by it and then you just die. Gabby's already setting up all these spark rates here on this side, keeping this lane pushed out. As the Mjolnir will also push it forward. TNC gets themselves 3. Kesu will get 1 of those bounties. But firm control now for TNC with this 18k gold lead. Experience, experience is actually not that high. It's only about a 5k. But yeah, they're all set up in position. Actually invading the base. They're like, there's a sentry here. Cuckoo has a gem. We will see that one, but Gabby is just going to look to put pressure onto that tower.
Just forcing Chaos to come back every single time.
Now they've got a Lincoln Sphere also on Matama Man to protect himself versus that combo. Is he going to finish the double in time? Is he going to get the gold?
He's not.
He timed out at the last second.
Roshan is up. We'll see how TNC's game plan is going to be.
I mean, they're just pushing all the side lanes in. Just force all the lanes in. AU's like, all right, I'll take care of top, guys. I've got creeps. And he can even just recall people around her. Divine Favor, sorry. I always want to say Rapture, but I don't want to confuse people.
Well, Rapture's what the name of the effect.
Rapture's the name of the effect when you get Divine Favored, yeah.
And Rapture sounds way better.
Rapture sounds so much better.
Rapture.
Gabby does TP in. He has a DD rune this time as well.
Oh.
He's looking to just go for the buildings. They're pinging him out. Like, nope. And now, uh-oh. Misery. He's going to be there protecting. They actually duel the double.
I mean, it's a slow game. Duel's a low cooldown. I can buy it.
He just wanted to protect Misery.
I can buy it, yeah.
He could have just moment encouraged him, but he just wanted to protect Misery.
Yeah, it's a low.
Oh, wait, is he setting up the spark rates?
Is he?
He was starting
to. Laguna from Armel.
Oof. Dude, look, he's going for it. He got an arcade. He got an arcade. He's setting up for the one-shot rush.
Hey, here we go. Oh, but the team's gonna ruin it. The team's gonna ruin it.
It's still gonna die fast.
Ruined.
He wanted
TNC.
to. He had the arcane rune. He started setting it up.
Extra bit of damage to start off the Roche. They get the Roshan TNC.
Yeah.
And what's on this one? This is what the Aghanim. Who's getting this? Give it to who? Give it to Gabby. Get some
Give
runes.
it to Tim's.
Oh, Tim's.
Dude, Dark Portrait.
Dark Portrait.
Hell
yes.
Yeah. He almost has a. I mean, he has a hex. He has a hex
He's got
and
a
Dark
hex
Portrait.
and Dark Portrait.
Alrighty.
Who are you Dark Portraiting though? The Legion, I guess.
The
Void. Legion of Void. The Dream targets.
Yeah, Void mostly. Just whoever you double soul bind.
Wait, did you get the auras? Did you get ET aura? Right.
Yeah.
Gabby. No, managed to kill that one off.
He's gonna just be doing it. The way you use the Dark Portrait normally is just whoever you double soul bind, you double Dark Portrait.
For sure,
so.
yeah. You just take what you get.
Yep.
Take what you get. 25,000 lead for TNC. Can take this game in the bag.
How much gold are people carrying?
7k golden armor.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Let's look at current gold really quickly. Yeah, 7k, 5k, 4.2, 3.7.
On a Chet's AU.
He's probably ready. He's like, I'm gonna buy a hex
Rolling with the big bucks.
He's ready to buy a hex. He didn't go for the cast range this time around. He did take the 30% XP gain in this game.
Yeah, he wanted to make the game fair. He felt a little bad after last game. It would have been too easy to take the cast range again.
Gabby does take out this tier 3 here. He's gone for the Blink Dagger now instead of the Shadow Blade just to jump forward and get those into place. Setting up the spark rates. Tempest Double will die, or timeout, it will die this time. A little bit of gold.
What was that in the trees? Cazu?
Trying to catch somebody, maybe. He's got wards, so...
Looks like he's trying to...
Is that a warding expedition?
Just sort of crawling along the tree line. I think this is what people do in pubs when they've lost the game. So they don't feed in the fountain, they just sort of... Yeah.
I think he's trying to get some wards down.
Okay.
He's kind of scared, though. I mean, Cuckoo's right there with a gem. He's trying to get ward behind the fight here, it looks like. So he'll be able to set up some vision. Yeah, set up some vision for his team. He faded.
He's fine.
We'll be okay.
It's fine.
The range Rex does go down, though.
Yeah, they're not fine. Okay, just still waiting. Patience. Paid off.
The ward that he placed
He's
down.
in, and he's done it. He'll kill him once. Cuckoo did have the Aegis. To the rest of the TNC head over. There's the Chrono. Faded's caught him, and that'll get the job done. They get the kill. Now with the BKB pop, Chaos going to try and chase for more. Kezu over towards Tims. Tims forces to the side. Gets the blink off in time. The rest of Chaos held back. Faded chasing. He does manage to find the Tempest Double. What's going on in the base?
Mid lane.
Oh no, the army's coming in. In comes Zayu with the creeps. He takes the tier 3. Still Gabby being chased by the rest of Chaos up top. Everybody sent to sleep in the middle lane there by Milan. Bash will cancel the TP, and Gabby is in trouble. Do they have detection? No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Dust, but it was used already from Kezu.
Okay, Kezu did. Okay, fair enough. But as you say, it's on cooldown.
Yep, and now Gabby.
He's out.
Will be able to TP with his boots of
But
travel
still
this time.
Chaos. They got Tims. They got the Aegis on Cuckoo. They get Cuckoo.
Yeah.
It's a bit of something.
Yeah, they lose
It's
their
a
tier
bit
3,
of something.
but they get a little bit of something there for sure because of that warding expedition by Kezu. They actually didn't pick up the gem.
They got the dual damage as well.
Yeah, they didn't actually pick up the gem when they killed Cuckoo. I guess in the midst of all the chaos that was going on there, they weren't able to get it on top of that ward there. But
Okay, but they do see it, right?
They do.
They vision it, so they should get it pretty soon.
Oh.
Tempest Double. More money.
Some more money. Who got that
More
one?
money.
It looked like
Faded.
DT faded. Yep.
He gets the bonus.
Just gotta watch out. Don't walk too many times into some spark rates. Alright, he'll be okay. Alright, how much more gold do we have in here? So 9,000, 7,000. It's gonna be, guys.
We have Kezu on the hunt.
Matumba.
He's gonna be able to find Armel.
Find himself an arcane rune.
See what he can find here.
Oh, Armel.
Armel has got a Lincoln Sphere.
He does. Is he gonna break it in time? Oh, are they gonna be able to get any type of thing? The stun is just off the mark.
He's out of there.
So close.
He is out of there.
Milan gets the BKB up before the projectile of that nullifier hits. And they will be able to this time also kill it again.
More money from the double.
Yep. 6,000 gold also on Matumba Man, 5,000 on the Void.
Okay,
I mean, the current gold is almost looking like some game net worths right now.
If they can get that big old Chrono, if they can get the 4-man, 3-man even would do it, there is that chance for Chaos to regain control of the game. But so far, TNC have been very good at not giving those opportunities up.
Yeah, and they still do have a crazy amount of heal that does come up. And then Gabby actually jumps right into Kezu here. Kezu?
He's going to go for it.
He's got the duel.
He's jumping in with the BKB. The bubble's actually off the mark. So Gabby, he's going to lose his real self. Gabby's dead for 100.
And now Tims as well is going to go down.
They'll get the both of them. They'll get the Tempest Double as well.
He missed the bubble.
He misplaced
the
bubble.
Yeah,
he misplaced the bubble.
Kezu just actually, the blade mail was on too.
Okay. So yeah, he's probably done anyway.
He probably just died.
He is, but they have backup. He's probably done anyway.
Okay.
Kezu getting another duel.
I mean, that's a big one there. Tims
74 damage now.
Tims no buyback. He's dead for 60. Let's see if they're able to get anything out of this one there.
Here they go. Ready and gearing up to finally go down this top lane again. They got the tier 3, what seems like half a century ago.
Fissure.
Now they can go back and try for the racks.
He was hoping the Ethereal Blade actually would break the Lincolns first and then he'd hit the Laguna, but other way around ended up happening.
Faded's in.
He is in. Cuckoo is in as well, but he gets first hit bashed.
He does. He looks up, there's going to be a buyback. The Chrono's going to be used to control Cuckoo. Cuckoo's going to be the focus. Cuckoo's still alive. Finally falls. They get the kill on the Shaker. Gabby, with the Tempest Double on the low ground, starts to force back Milan, but Milan will be saved and healed up. Jump back in from Faded. Time walking up to the high ground. Keeping the aggression up. Plus the BKB looks for Cuckoo, but Cuckoo's able to blink away. It's the BKB down for Faded.
Just 2 buybacks on TNC from those cores.
That is.
That's I mean, it was like a 23k gold lead until those buybacks. Now it's all the way down to a 10k. Chaos.
And this is what, how long till Roche? Roche just under a couple of minutes back in, so there will be that Roche fight. The Chaos can look to take with in mind TNC having those buybacks unavailable.
And it becomes ever so important for a Void when you are able to get that Ag sync. You're always able to throw out those Chronospheres just a lot more liberally.
Glimmer of hope here for Chaos.
Definitely.
In a game that very much looked to be without a shadow of a doubt going the way of TNC. You see that the win probability went up to 75%, now it's starting to go back to the 50-50. With those buybacks being forced out.
Yeah, Gabby has to be very careful of his positioning in these side of these fights.
Their best interest is to play it super passively. I think TNC really, you don't want to run the risk of dying without those buybacks. Which can very easily happen when you're playing against a Void. He's got the Chrono. That's the sort of guaranteed kill on whoever he finds. And if he finds one of those, you know, Gabby or Cuckoo, it could be game over for TNC.
Wondering if there are any, is anyone queuing up Aeon discs on their side? Because that's usually the big one you see. When you start getting Chronosphere, it's like, ooh, we probably need some Aeon discs to deal with this. I think I saw one of them queue it and then he unqueued it. So they actually don't have anybody who's going to be having that item on the side of TNC to protect themselves. They are hitting absolute critical mass.
Yeah, we're going to see Ags is bought and eaten by Matumba Man.
Yep.
Still with 4k gold, good to go. Making sure, of course, himself that buyback is going to be available. We get again into the later portion of this game, 55 minutes in. 23-17 for Chaos. The lead still held by TNC, but not quite the lead that they had a few moments ago. It has been halved.
It's pretty crazy how much damage he is dishing out when he's just running around spamming the Pulse Nova, just with that extra little lightning that does come out. It looks pretty intimidating.
That's a lot of damage.
So now if he does get caught inside a Chrono, he's going to be dealing a lot of damage.
Sure, now he's,
as well.
As long as he's got the Pulse Nova pumping, he's not too fussed about being Chrono.
Yeah, as long as they're not BKB'd as well on the opposing side. As this is it, they're looking for their smoke here. They've got Chronosphere available. The Ags is already put into the quick buy as well as VT faded. He's looking.
He has in fact got the... No, he's not, sorry, not quite got the money for him buyback here.
Yeah,
he needs a little bit more.
Soon. Oh, they get the one on the high ground. Oh.
The double blinks. Stop any chance for a Chrono, but they are going to continue to hunt. Oh, Mel goes for the TPL. Will they find him in time? They won't.
Wouldn't have worked if he got it anyway, because he does have the Lincolns.
Meanwhile, back on the mid lane. As the range rack's taken out. It's Gabby. Tempest double. Able to keep the Rat strong.
This might be one of the first games I get to see a Chen level 25.
How's he doing on it?
He's 24 and change.
What's he taking?
It's probably the Hand of God heal. It's, I mean,
950. With the rat play.
That's the one thing I'm thinking
you know
about.
What I mean?
If he does go for that other one, but
if they go for the rat play,
the other one is so much healing.
Sure.
It's literally 950,
and
that's when he's not. That's when he's not next to his team. If he's next to them, it pumps it up to like that 1200 heal. That's a lot. Half cheese for the whole team.
Fair enough.
Too hard to pass down, but now Roche is up, and this is that Axe. This is that refresher shard.
They're gonna get it, Chaos.
VT faded. If he's able to grab both of them.
Oh, yeah, Aghanims and Refresher Void would be a bit of a dream for Faded.
Yeah, he didn't go for the giant Chronosphere. He went
Give
for the
him
backtrack because he's versus that
There's the Axe for him.
But
and Refresher Shard, it's actually going to be held by Kezu for now.
Okay, but they're actually, they don't have room. Like, Kezu, drop your clarity.
Deny the cheese!
Drop your clarity, Kezu.
But can you deny? Yeah, you can deny it.
Yeah, you can. Kezu, drop your clarity. Pick up for somebody. They're giving it to Milan. He's going to walk over and grab it. Okay, but Gabby, the rat continues.
It does, and pretty successfully as well, doing a lot of damage to this melee Axe.
Dropping low, he drops the BKB.
Is he going to kill it?
They might have to glyph.
No, he's fine. They'll bash him. They'll bash him. They've got the bashes.
A lot of pressure, though, coming out, though. That is a pretty low racks if they're able to continue doing that a couple of times. As you look, where's he TPing into? How's he getting up there? Let's look at Ayu's creep.
Oh,
he's got it positioned up there.
The Wild Wing Ripper.
They're being sneaky. And he's continuing. Look at him now. Ayu, look at the creeps. He's sending one to push out mid, but the other ones are looking to set up to get put in positions for the rat play. Look at these sneaky creeps. Gabby jumps forward here. He's like, hey, Misery.
Oh, no. Misery's like, someone get near me. Someone help me, help me. And he's dead. I'm going to be happy about that. They will kill off the Tempest double. They're going to expect.
They have to know something's going on.
How's
he getting up here so fast?
You've got to hunt for the Wild Wing
They're looking
Ripper.
for the creep now.
Yeah, where is it?
Kezu, will he be able to find it?
Scouted out.
They're sending the courier, and they will
he's been found. He did well. He did his duty.
He did
But
a
the
good
Wild
job.
Wing Ripper's job has ended. They've got a new man on the block, the Dark Troll Summoner. He's ready to step into play.
Yeah, he's
to
sending
allow
another
these
one
boots of travel plays.
Yeah, he's sending it
Here
into
goes the
position.
Dark Troll Summoner into the trees.
And he's sending another Wild Wing also up toward top.
Oh, he's got another Wild
He's
Wing.
got another Wild Wing.
The Wild Wing was pretty good the first time round. He's also got a Centaur Conqueror.
He's sending them all in. He's prepared. Look, the line's drawn. Gabby's like, all right, get ready to send it toward top. The top Rex is pretty low.
Where's the Wild Wing Ripper? How's he doing on his journey? Is this an undetected journey? It is, right? There's no wards here. They won't see the Wild Wing Ripper.
He's setting it back up. He's going to be
Through
sneaky
the
again.
shadows.
Here it goes.
Here he is, Wild Wing Ripper number 2.
Sends it in. Clears out the creep wave.
Let's see if it even wants to
Oh,
help
it even
out.
hits the... Look at that. Gabby.
Gabby.
We'll get the Orchid. We'll get the Nullifier as well onto him here, but another bit of... Whoa, 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 whoa. Those spark rates.
They know it's here. They did see it. Oh, no. Mark
sneaking
2
up, but now
Wild Wing
bottom.
Ripper is dead. And
Matamba.
whoa, 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 Matt 2.
He's alone. He's
He
hacked.
is.
He's comboed.
He's dead.
That's the one. They're doing the split push plays. They're doing the rat, and they're forcing reactions. Matamba just forced to pop the BKB and just disengage, even though nobody else was even around him still.
You see that gold swing continue to go back towards Chaos. It's only a 5k gold in it right now.
They're smoked. A lot of those gold swings also come out from those Ag Synth as well from the
Sure.
Roche too, but yep.
Gabby.
Gabby continues to try to go for it.
Probably got it this time, right? With the
He's
BKB.
got a BKB
Yeah.
again. Oh, and actually he's on cooldown still.
All right.
As Kezu, as well as the rest of Chaos, they're hunting. They're looking for somebody here. 60-minute mark hits.
Was the DD room for Kezu. Kezu's going to grab it.
Shackle connects.
They've found the man, AU. Man responsible for sending all the creeps over to their death.
Yeah, he's still got a couple more set up there. Already up top still for the time being.
They're still ready to,
Yep.
to do the job.
VT faded. Really wanted to try to catch somebody here. With this chrono, he can freely throw it onto the supports. Tim's trying to TP out. We'll be safe. Hex is all around. Matamba Man picks one up. We also see the Lina also picking one up on Armel. Misery. On the prowl.
This time the backdoor protection has kicked in, so it shouldn't have the damage to fight for it. No, not gonna happen.
Not quite there yet. Once he starts eating some more items, maybe switching some items around, maybe we'll see him being able to pierce through that backdoor. But for now, no. But he sets a spark race all over the place inside of there too.
And they get the Dark Troll Summoner in.
They do. Oh, they did
He's
sneak
in
it.
position.
They did sneak
He
it in.
is in position.
Armel set up around bottom here. Matamba.
So to be a little careful, Matu's got
They're
Kezu
pinging it
by
out.
his
Ooh,
side.
Ooh, Armel, be careful. He got spooked out. He was like, wait a minute. Wasn't liking what was going on there. As yeah, those creeps continue to be set up around.
But the
for
Centaur
Gabby.
Conqueror sort of, he's abandoning it.
Took a little bit of damage.
He's abandoning.
He's got the troll set up. Maybe wants to
Where's
cut
where's the Conqueror going?
He might want to cut a mid-wave, it looks like, but...
Top.
Combo, the control,
Slams
it's coming
down.
out.
They've got Faded. Faded actually instantly buys back. With the rest of the team, they're pushing him mid. Chaos, they're going straight for the mid racks here. Fortification pop. There's jump forward front Faded. He's got to be careful. He bought back for that.
Armel, getting control to jump forward.
Faded.
Chrono hits nobody.
Oh, he gets nobody. He got
The second one, he throws it onto Tim's this time, but Tim's is getting healed.
There's a hand of God. Tim's is getting saved. Tim's will surely die. No, Tim's is fine.
Didn't even die to
Tim's
it.
is fine. They get the racks. Chaos got. It was a distraction. It was just distraction tactics. It didn't matter that it was two not very great chronos because it was just a distraction.
They've got to try to disengage here, though. Tim's very low. He's actually jumping
The
forward.
soul
He
bite.
gets the double hex.
The hex combo's there. They've got to be
Portrait.
careful with the jump forward. The Light Striker raised down. They managed to slam down Milan. Milan's out of the game. He'll buy back. Jump forward from Gabby with the Tempest double. They've got the Silence to Mute. They've got everything to bring down Misery as well. Misery has got the buyback available. Milan's already used his.
Cuckoo finds Matamba Man here, too. The BKB's on cooldown.
They've got the chain stun. They've got the control. And they've got the damage. Matu is dead as well. TNC fighting back hard and ready to chase down for more.
Oh my god, Tim's jumped in with 180 HP to get that double hex combo off there.
Milan.
He's
got
also
the
grabbed
setup.
up. He's got BKB.
And he's got to be careful. He did ball back. He bought back for that.
Yep. Jump
Mid.
forward. Kazu
Oh,
gets the duel with the
that's the
blade
real
whip.
Gabby.
Gabby.
Gabby, I think he fell asleep.
And they get Tim's too.
He was just standing there.
1,800 gold for Kazu.
I think he was looking at the
The
chronic
chronosphere.
got nothing.
It
He
hit
got
nobody.
nothing. It is again. Oh, no. Every time he's missing them.
God, that would have been such a big one, too. They would have had 2 of the cores down, probably, if they were able to get that one there. Gabby, though, dead for 100. 80 as well on Tims. They're trying to save their buyback. They need a breather. This is what pause.
Well, that's a BM
63,
pause. That's a BM pause. You pause after that.
I need a breather.
Another chrono down the drain. Oh, da.
All right,
go.
They're back. They're reset. Okay. Crazy game, though, going on already. This is insane. So how's our, okay, buyback statuses. Let's go.
Roshan a minute and a half.
So 4 buybacks on cooldown for Chaos. They're trying to force something forward here. The Lina, Armel, the only one without buyback on the side of TNC. Chaos. Are they going to take the big risky play forward here? Force these buybacks, but they have to be careful not to lose heroes during it. Tims will be the one just to do it, just so maybe he can hold on to Gabby's for the team. A full heart now picked up for Matamba Men. So heart, that rest, the health regen amplification we have heard works with Octarine with the spell lifesteal and everything, so this should make him pretty buff. He's gonna start those edicts on that Rax.
Yes, should be able to get the melee here.
They're really trying to hold on Gabby's, onto Gabby's buyback. Creeps starting to get sent into the base here. AU does have the 1 Dark Troll Summoner hitting that melee Rax for 20 damage.
Oh.
And now the buyback. Gabby's porting into the base.
Look at the hex on Matu. Will be taken off. Tims goes with the soul bind. They're TPing back. As if the base is in trouble. Gabby's Tempest double. Bring the melee instead. Oh, they've caught him.
They caught him.
They've caught him.
Uh-oh.
They've caught him faded.
Oh, no.
Got left behind.
Faded.
He's dead without buyback. Oh dear.
They have the ward on the high ground there. They're able to catch him. Oh no, 120 seconds.
Yeah. Oh no. It's not been a great game for the Void.
No, VT faded again. This
Yeah.
time he's so important, and now TNC.
Yeah.
This is gonna be up to Kezu. Can Kezu find Gabby again in this game? Will he be able to kill Gabby again?
He's got all the
damage.
damage.
He's got the Aghanim's. He's got the 370 damage. He will be able to kill him if he spots him.
Let's see. It's going to have to be 4v5 now for the next 80 seconds. Was it Roshan's coming back up?
By the way, he did take the 5+5 units, so
I
lots
told
of,
you,
yeah, he did.
wants the army.
Wants
the army out.
Kezu trying to push out top in the meantime. 67 seconds though. This should be mega creeps here. TNC if it's secure.
At least. And mid-Brax falling very low.
Hexes.
They're jumping
He
forward.
jumps forward.
The angle, shackle shot.
The ink swap connects on the with the dark portrait, and now going for that top.
Yeah, they're happy with just taking the melee Rax mid.
Yep. Kezu was starting to actually split push onto the tier 4, so this is a Legion commander with that plus 370.
He has got a lot of damage. You got to watch out for the rat.
Cuckoo jumping forward, gives it an enchant totem, gives it a second one. He wants it.
Oh,
he's hexed this
time. He's gonna get hexed. They've got the stomp. Cuckoo's getting control. Matsu moves in with the BKB on top of AU. There's the jewel. Kezu. He's able to catch out Cuckoo, take down the Shaker, move over for more. The shackle connects. Momentarily doesn't latch, but it's enough to hold back AU.
Yep.
Misery's not done. Another shackle. There you go. The cooldown.
Ooh, that's the big one.
And they've got it. The Hex. Armel's dead.
There's
no buyback for Armel now, and that is going to be the Void back in the game. They're up against Mega Creeps.
Draw the line. That's the draw the line
straight
down
mid.
How many Mega Creep comebacks have we had here?
This is the point where, as Chaos, you just casually say to the team, all right, well, let's end mid. Let's end mid. Just end mid. They're going to go and end mid.
Send
gonna
it
try
straight down. This is where Gabby set up 1,000,000 Spark Wraiths. Send them up everywhere. 500 Spark Wraiths.
I think you're having a sort of a morale talk with Faded here. You're saying, look, Faded, if you can just get a good chrono, we will win the game.
They're going to keep the split push going, though, for TNC. That's the thing.
Faded gets a good chrono.
They're going to keep sending all this, and if they're able to cut that creep wave in the mid lane, do they actually have any? They have no more Chen creeps set up in the area.
To mid.
Gabby, though, is looking to be a nuisance anyway, jumping forward, just starting to just poke on some heroes here. He will die with that Tempest double. Chaos.
Oh, it's the full-man smoke. They're going to try and set it for the jump for the high ground. There's 70 seconds without Armel. They've got a lot of team fight, even without the Lina.
Look at all the Spark Wraiths. They're all set up around the place. Tims has a Refresher Shard, so we could see the double Soulbind, double Hex. 4 units could get hexed.
A Refresher Orb.
A Refresher Orb, sorry. I said apologies.
Come on.
No, I'm getting excited, Owen. Come on, don't break my... Spark rates aplenty, all set up all over the place here on their high ground, trying to buy time. You see the side lanes being dealt with, Misery as well as Matamba Man trying to push those out. Any type of ways to stall. Gabby jumps forward with the temples. It'll die so fast. Oh my god, Chaos.
30 seconds until Llama's back. Faded. Time walks in aggressively because it's been popped.
That's the first leash.
Fine.
The portrait's down too.
This there is hitting back onto him.
It's hitting hard. Kezu's also
Kezu is just dying. Gotta get out. And he will.
The splitter.
15 seconds and Lena's back. The splitter.
Doesn't connect on anything.
Gets nothing at all.
He's got the cooldown reduction though. He's got the -75, so it's back up in 15.
Bottom line, Tempest double again. Send into the base.
Yep, they're keeping the split push going. Armel is going to be respawning in 2.
Dude, he's going to help it. Faded is going to jump across. They won't be able to kill off the double, but the tier 4 nearly falls, but they push them back. TNC have got everyone back in the game.
God.
Still in this position where Mega Creeps are against Chaos. TNC still have the full set of racks safe down bottom. 69 minutes in now to this game. It's bordering on one of the what was the longest game? In fact, I can check that out on my.
We had a little bit of
the longest game we've had so far?
We had an 82.
There was an 82. All right, so we're still a bit off there.
Definitely a possibility for this one.
This game does feel like it's on the verge of going one way or the other.
Yeah, it's looking at the buyback status.
The
right?
buybacks are nearly back.
Yeah. VT Faded will have his back up in about 7 seconds. They draw the line toward the bottom racks. Spark rates are starting to be set up. TNC. Gabby already set up to push up that top lane. These Mega Creeps, they will punch pretty hard onto those tier 4s as well as that throne. Kezu.
He's going to be the first to jump.
He's smoked. Kezu is hitting for 700 damage right now.
The base.
The base, indeed. Keep having to address that one there. They have the TPs with the boots of travel, so they're always able to come back. Got those bounty runes as well. These bounty runes worth 900 gold each.
Roche is there. Roche is there to whoever dare take it. Ags and Refresher Shard.
Whoever dare, indeed, as there's...
Anyone who would really love an axe right now.
Okay, the 4th buyback is just ticked available now. Matamba Man up in 30 as well as Misery in 30.
Kezu's going in.
He can kill it pretty easily by himself.
He takes,
Roche. I forgot Roche is hitting for 5.
Abort.
Just kidding. Plus 420.
Abort. Get out of that.
Oh, that actually hits so hard.
A strong man.
I guess usually you don't see people trying to solo the Roche.
At 70 minutes.
At 70 minutes.
At 70 minutes. What sort of stats has Roche got?
He's buff.
He's got plus 420 damage.
Yeah. 43 armor.
43 armor.
Does he have more damage, plus damage than Kezu? He has... Kezu has plus 438 off the dual damage, so... Roche is almost beating him on the dual damage.
He's got a lot of...
Whoa. Gabby, sending the double in here.
Okay, just to spot things out.
Keep
Keep tabs on what's going on around this Roshan area of the map.
Setting up those spark rates. Now they know, so now they have a smoke available on the side of TNC. I don't believe actually, do they? Does anyone have one? I don't see anyone carrying one right now. Does the courier have one? It does not. On Chaos they do, on TNC they don't.
57%. Just Dino plus at the moment. Slight lead, slight edge given to TNC despite
it's
being
just
at the
all up
number
to
of advantage.
execution
But
in the fights. It's jumps and executions.
It
Does he get the chronos?
Fader's got to get the. If he gets a good chrono, they will win the game. He's just struggled to find that good chrono really for the most part of the game. But maybe.
Misery, next up.
Faded.
Quick look away. Look at the portrait.
Tier 4 is dying. They're going to have to send someone back, and they will. Matu. He's falling low. It hurts. BKB off. Stay alive, but have to be careful about these split push plays from Gabby. They hurt. You have to send back multiple heroes each time. One hero is not enough. Gabby will simply kill them. The Nullfire Bloodthorn combination. As you say, if he gets another damage item, obviously with the way that he's playing, he can sort of buy a damage item, just slip it into his inventory when he creates the double and put the blink back in.
Or even
afterwards, you know.
or just move the BKB.
Yeah, yeah, especially when it's
if you can
it's
get
on
the
cooldown.
double combo, yeah.
Yep.
Jump for it again. ET Faded brings it down very easy, especially when that ET is next to it with that natural order. Yeah, tier 4 dropping very low.
It's nearly done.
And the creeps are again already in position. You see 1 or 2 of them positioned up there on that right side for Gabby to always be able to push forward in.
I don't know if we said, but taking the backtrack time in this game.
Yeah, because I think it's just because he's versus like Lina and all that, so it's just, yeah. Not that massive chronosphere.
There's a wild wing.
Yep, he's got him set up.
Without the Ripper.
So if you...
In the pit, so it's a big trap being set up with these Spark Graves.
Oh my god,
Don't jump in the pit.
Do not walk into the pit.
Don't walk into the pit.
VT Faded, don't do it.
Don't do it. He won't.
Send
He
illusion.
won't. Yeah, so he's sending an
there you
illusion
go.
in.
And... Oh, no.
Don't send.
Eat the
Don't
wraiths.
go into the pit.
And set up some more wraiths, set up the next Manta. Okay, set up more wraiths.
That's a bad place.
And all the buybacks now coming back available.
Well, for everyone?
For everybody in about 50
Everybody.
seconds.
50 seconds.
Cuckoo as well as AU.
Think so.
What's our current gold again too as well? Let's look at that one now. Current gold, 9,300, 8,600. Yeah, lots of money. Everybody's trying to save up that buyback. Some more luxury items. An Aeon disc now picked up from VT Faded as well. Trying to protect himself. But he does have to be careful that there is a nullifier. There is always going to be that aspect to be able to purge off that Aeon disc in some situations.
As long as he gets the chrono.
Yeah, that's all he needs.
That's all his job needs to be right now. They have damage around him. Roche again, turning into a big no-go zone.
Tim has actually spent his gold on a Shadow Blade, so he's 850 shy of that buyback.
He should get it back in time, though, I think, at this pace. I don't think that's going to be a worry.
He's trying, he's trying to keep the lanes pushed out bottom. The Mega Creeps will naturally push it out, but he's trying to really force the issue here. And he's also got wards, so he's trying to play some deep wards to try to catch something here for his team, as those are going to be kind of unsuspected by Chaos at this point in the game. They're setting traps around all over the place here.
Double. Can the two of them try for Matsu? They do. They pop the Lincolns. They remember the Nullify, the Bloodborne as well. Do they have the damage to kill him in time? The Hex is out. Matsu's falling low. Matsu will just be saved in time. Kezu's there.
Press the attack by Kezu.
Keeps Manu fine. Meanwhile, AU is found. Faded and Misery will be able to move over to TNC's half of the map and get the kill on the Chen.
I mean, Misery's really starting to transition. He's got the Blink, he's got the Maelstrom, he's got the Force Step, he's got the Aghanims queued up too. I mean, he's starting to pack a bunch as well. Everyone in this game, all farming up.
And what is the Shackle Shot cooldown with that 25 talent now? We sort of joked about seeing, but it's got to that point, you know. Yeah, got to that point quite a while ago. 5.6 second cooldown.
Yeah, everybody's
so what is it?
for a bit.
3.8 seconds on 5.6 second cooldown.
Tummet again, now looking for the split push up top. He's hiding a little bit in the
he's
tree
in the
line.
trees.
They want to try to find him.
The Fissure. It's got him. They're on top of him.
The booster travels.
Everything's being blown up on him. Matsu will be saved again. Kezu coming in. Saving the point, Matsu. He'll do all the Tempest double, because why not just get the damage out of there, get the threat eliminated. Kezu for the second time with his upgraded bots, saving Matumba Man's backside.
Yeah. So close to him being brought down there.
They're lucky that Matu's, well, I guess because of that, he's got a lot of tankiness, and as long as he's got the spells going, he can live long enough to buy time for Kezu to come in, but it's so close, each and every one of them.
Look how much he heals for too, because the heart gets to press the attack, he gets the extra regen from that heart.
Heart and Octarine.
Yep, Heart Octarine.
That's the magical healing combo, and into the pit they go. Chaos. They'll get this. Who needs an axe? Does anyone still need an axe?
Let's give it a Milan.
Give it a Milan? I'll give it a Misery. I mean, I guess Milan's here, so Milan will take it.
Yep. And there's cheese, guys. The cheese. No, they left the cheese.
They left the cheese.
Because the base is dying.
All right, they did need to focus on the fact that the base is in a little bit of trouble.
Cuckoo.
The trouble is eliminated, but that is the tier 4 down and the Ancient now exposed.
Right, everybody getting all their items. It looks like we're going to pass this 82-minute mark on.
I think so.
I think we are.
That's great for my prediction. What did I say?
What did you say?
I'm good. I need 100
plus.
100 minutes.
Oh, they're set up on the side here. Matumba. This time they brought reinforcement. They brought another one. They brought 3. And this time it's the real Arc Warden. He actually blinks away and throws the double.
He's stunned. Where's the backup? There it is. Misery's in town. He's there to save them. Jump forward from Armel. Armel's in. Just is going to be popped. He tries to slide to the side. Will be able to get the blink out. Goes for the blink TP. Is he going to make it away in time? He will. He's out.
And Matumba Man dropping low to the Tempest double as well as that Dark Portrait. He will get the TP out though. His jumps forward and won't be able to get the nullifier in time.
Gabby.
Milan.
He's killing Milan. Milan.
They have the vision.
Milan.
The hit.
Oh, the evasion.
Oh.
The evasion. Something.
What evasion?
something. I just looked like that last hit didn't hit him. Something stopped it. I don't know. Maybe I guess he just didn't have any sort of procs on that last attack.
Yeah, I guess it didn't do much damage. Atop now again. They've got the trap set up. They're looking for Matamamet again. The fissure this time. This time, can they do it?
This time.
They've got the stun lock.
Oh, but the TPs are coming in.
Kezu!
No, he tries. But now Kezu's in trouble himself. They've got the vision. Jump forward. Kezu chased down. They'll both
the chrono.
Faded. Coming in big. But is it big enough? They get one kill. Faded. Eel disc is popped. The buybacks are coming out.
He's getting used. The splitter's coming down. They're protecting him. TNC trying to disengage.
Going back in. Tims has brought back Kuku into the trees. The Hex down. Faded continues to chase. Kuku continues to hide. Kezu finds him into the trees with the duel. And Faded's not done yet. Looks towards Armel. Light Strike will slow him down for now. Upgraded bots bringing him more on top of Faded. Great blink from Armel into the trees.
Ooh.
Power shot is revealing when Kezu's in. Is there anything to cancel? There's not. The Lincolns keeps Armel safe. So Armel will escape. 2 buybacks from Chaos used on that effort. Just the one from TNC. Chaos, it is the 2 cores. TNC just Tims as a support.
No, immediately starting the boots to travel into the base, keep that pressure trying to go. Gabby, illusion roll, Tempest Double will die pretty much instantly.
Onto the Ancient. The Hellbear.
I mean, it is feeling pretty hard for TNC to end the game. Lina, like, Armel isn't really contributing a whole lot anymore in the game. Like, they've got all the combos that come out.
What are they scanning out for here? What's this Curry doing?
Is he getting a gem? Kuku's probably like, yo, is my gem still up here?
Oh, and it is?
It is.
It is. I'll take that.
Save himself some gold. There's a jump forward.
Wait, hold up!
1-2 swing. Kezu easily brings that one down.
How much damage you got on Kezu?
504.
504.
What's the highest duel damage in a pro match? I mean, it's probably absurdly high. There's probably like some 1200
I think
one. Yeah.
probably over 1,000. Yeah.
What about the highest one at TI? Highest
No,
duel damage at TI?
well, okay, yeah, it's got to be the highest in TI.
Gotta be possible.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people play Legion.
Yep.
Refresher Orb for Faded has been picked up. He's got the money for that and buyback. In fact, you know, he's got money for that and buyback and a house. He's got 8,600 gold still to spend.
Yep, he's jumping
A lot
forward.
of money Faded.
Pushing in the wave. Matamamet dealing with the wave as well. They're trying to force buybacks.
See if they can get these buybacks out. As one of them.
Zayus trying to save Kukus as long as possible. This last frags. This last lane. He's going to get protected continuously by that bubble. They propped the Aeon disc as well, too. Now VT Faded probably feel a little bit afraid. 1 minute, or 2 minutes remaining until we pass the longest game time so far
20
during
minutes
our TI group stage.
until I get my battle pass points.
Ports, rainbow ports coming in. Gabby continues to try to beat on the throne, but it's not really doing much of anything now. It's just forcing reactions back.
See what the play is going to be next. Chaos, now they're building that gold lead. I mean, they'll be getting the Roshans, getting the Aegis and such, so Silver Edge.
Okay, yeah, he's trying to buy pretty much anything, and that's
Kezu.
Yep. He has to spend his gold, right? Why not? He doesn't have the buyback available anyway. Do they don't have an AC? They don't have an AC.
I mean, who wants an AC?
I mean, Kazu. Instead of Adesso, right? Isn't it just better for overall team? I guess eventually he'll probably swap it, but...
Maybe.
I mean, right now it's not about items. It's just about who gets caught on the side lanes without buyback, and do they actually catch the Chronos? The gold lead at this point, sure, it's 28,000. Doesn't really mean too much at this late stage, as everybody pretty much max slotted.
Seeing if having any sort of surprise items come out.
He's got his
Looks to
Aghanim now, so he's got the double win run cooldown with the cooldown reduction, so he can always be running around invis looking for setup around the map too.
Well, TNC's coming out.
They've got a smoke available finally again. Can they actually find something with it here? Kuku. He sees Malad. Malad. A little bit blink away.
Faded.
Faded. BKB.
BKB.
Jumps forward. Able to find anything.
BKB.
Just, oh, Matamamet has an OG TP, I just realized. When he TP's in.
Oh, yeah.
Gabi. Now, this. Throne. Doing about 100 damage to it. As we hit him. And now, have we surpassed it? I believe we have. Longest game during the TI group stages, unless one other one that's going on right now is longer than this.
I don't think so.
We have surpassed
And this has got to be the longest.
Yep. Both teams just so careful.
One that we still don't know quite who's going to take it. It really is.
It really is up in the air.
Yeah, 56%
Yep.
TNC. It's as close as it's going to get really to 50-50 this game. Despite Chaos having a 30k gold lead, but they're the mega creeped.
Yep.
Mega creeped.
They're going to start having to set up traps in other places. That's what TNC wants to do. So they're going to set up a Spark Wraith trap up here toward the top side. Hoping that somebody just accidentally walks into it. They've got the vision on the left side here. TNC continue to play around their vision, hoping that somebody does make their way over here. Elder Titan, even Milan, has now eaten a Moon Shard.
The opening stun.
Tim's
Lincoln's
breaks the
popped.
Lincolns.
Extra follow-up, Eon just will keep it safe. Plus the BKB goes for the solo chrono onto Tims. Tims will be the focus, so they'll take down
He's
the
got no
Grimstroke.
buyback.
They get the duel. Managed to lock down another. The Eon just keeping him safe for a little bit of time, but not safe long enough. Armel's dead as well. Chaos get 2. Armel has buyback. Tims, as you say, does not.
They want Gabby. He has the refresher.
They want AU
there it
as
is,
well.
The double jump, and he doesn't have mana for the chrono.
Kezu
He's
and
on top
AU.
of Gabby.
They're chasing him. AU's going to get punched down, and indeed, Faded gets Gabby, the big kill.
And he doesn't actually have mana for the Chronosphere, which is great, because now he actually has the Chronosphere.
He's got Chrono to end the game. Now there's 4 dead on TNC. 2 of them have buyback. Armel's going to use it. Gabby's got buyback as well, but there's both supports dead for over 80 seconds.
They're setting
Chaos
up
have
for
the
bottom.
full 5-man ready to push with.
Can they get Matama Man down here? They're going to try. He's
Cuckoo.
pretty tanky, though.
He's very, 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 very tanky, but he's going to live. He's going to
gonna
Kezu
survive.
saves him. Again, Kezu with the save. They get the double. They look to try and jump for more. Cuckoo on the retreat. Misery hunting in the trees. Cuckoo trying his best to get down the lane. Milan's hunting with the stomp, but won't find him. Cuckoo will escape.
They have to go back.
They have
address
to go
those
back.
Creeps.
We have to go back.
It's really just feeling impossible, though, for TNC to take fights, right? They can get these, like,
But
side
Chaos
pickups,
is
but in the fights, it doesn't seem like they have anything that they can do, because, like, Kezu actually just kills anybody he walks up to.
Oh, he does 570 damage.
Yeah, he's just killing anyone.
Oh, Cuckoo.
Oh,
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
He's got him. Faded. He's found Cuckoo alone. The 2 of them will take Cuckoo down.
The creeps are being sent in. Is it going to survive? It is. They're sending in Gabby's
Oh.
Tempest double. He's trying to do the split
Backdoor
push.
protection though.
Yep, and
There's
there
no
goes Kezu.
creep wave near the base right now, but at least you can just clean out the creep wave of Chaos. But Chaos, they're coming down the mid.
Yeah, Kezu actually, they just canceled their TPs. They're like, don't go back to defend. We have the creep waves pushed out. We have backdoor. Get ready to end this game. Cuckoo forced to buy back. 13 seconds for Tims, 30 for AU. How long for Chrono? 25 seconds.
25 seconds. Faded. He can close the game up with a solid Chrono. As they're taking the Megas. Chaos.
3-4 hits on the racks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Kezu there that time.
Cuckoo buying back. AU's going to be back in 10. Mega Creeps versus Mega Creeps, ladies and gentlemen.
Stomp connects on the Tempest double. The Aeon Disc is procced here on BT Faded. They might jump forward on him here. The pressing attack actually goes on the
to get
creep.
the Hex. Soulbind connects. Gabby's in with the jump. They managed to nuke him down. Buyback immediately comes out from Faded. Kezu's in with the duel. Locks down Tims. Tims dead for 100. As he's back in Faded. He's got the Chrono onto Armel. Armel needs help and he needs it now. The Eon just keeping him safe for a little bit of time. He's trying to back away. The bashes around. Jump for Cuckoo. Echoes up and the throne is dead. Chaos will get the victory at 86 minutes in. They've done it. They've won a second game in the group stage. It isn't all doom and gloom for Chaos. They get a win.
Another mega creep comeback at TI. How many mega creep comebacks have we had during the group stages? I think more mega creep comebacks in like one group stage than all the other TIs
I think
together.
So.
What the hell?
This is a brilliant time for Dota 2. We get some
my God.
fantastic games.